second live of the day. Feels like it was yesterday. Miguel, MrGonzoPR, all the way down in Miami. What's going on, my friend?
Buenas noches. Good evening. How are you, my friend?
I love Buenos noches. I like them with jalapenos.
Yeah, me too. A lot of meat.
Exactly. So, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yes, sir.
Fall has arrived.
Yes. Summer's still here.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm in a sweatshirt. I'm actually chilly, and this is my happy face. I am not complaining. I don't want to be cold, but I am over the heat. The summer of Texas is a beast.
Yeah, man.
You, my friend, get summer at 90, not even 90. Really, like, what's your cold temp? I heard Lynn on the Lynn Project talking earlier today, and I think she said it gets down into the 60s for like a couple of weeks in February. How cold does it get down there? Paper, scissors, and vacations. Tracy, G, Alex, Addie, Family Adventures. Welcome in. You guys are the first ones here. I'm glad you're here. How cold does it get in Miami, if ever?
So it gets cold. Well, I guess usually the 60, but sometimes it goes to maybe 1 or twice to the 50. Depends on the year. And like I was saying before, everybody takes the sweater out, the boots. It feels like you're in New York, you know? Yeah. It feels like you're in New York and stuff like that. So it's crazy. But yeah, 60 is about that range, winter Miami stuff.
When I went to get this, I was so happy because I don't want to be cold, but I'm so over the hot. And me and God are having a fight right now because I begged, I pleaded, I prayed. But when my wife was down in Orlando, it wouldn't be 120,000 degrees and 120% humidity. I'd love to meet down there, but it was a beast down there. But you were there. We didn't get to meet up, but you were, man, so many of us were there.
Yeah.
And so Al was actually in the same resort as me. I didn't see him. You were on the Skyliner the day the Skyliner, whatever. Who else? Lynn was there like the day I left. Practically Perfect Park Hopping were there. I did see them in the parks, but it seemed to be almost a second meetup, but I didn't get to meet up with as many people. But let's talk about your trip. You were down there for a while. You got to do the Skyliner. Dancing with Goofy in the house. Well, Dougie, Walter Graham's in the house. Welcome in, my friend. You're in the chat. And Mar's in the house. Mar Blankenship, one of my faves. What's going on? Mar and Dougie in the same chat. That's a good chat. Welcome, guys. How was your trip?
My trip was good, man. Hot. I went with the wifey and my mother-in-law. But it was pretty good. I like it. It was fun.
You posted a video that I just watched moments ago.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it right? Bach Gardens? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Bach Tower Gardens.
Okay. It was pretty cool. It was I grew up in Southern California, and there was the Huntington Library, and they had gardens. It was really beautiful. And I watched it while I was prepping for this, frankly. And it looked not unlike that. The koi fish and the gardens. Tell me about Bach Gardens. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. I'm so glad you are here. Hold on. Martha just checked TWC. Current temp in Memphis, 55. We're supposed to drop in the 40s tonight, too. I'm not sad. Cindy, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. You guys start a little earlier than us.
Yeah, they start. Is it today or something?
I think is it today or tomorrow? Is it a Sunday thing? I think it's a Sunday thing for them, but I wouldn't swear. Addie says you were on the Skyliner same day it crashed, or when it crashed. Same day. So why don't you tell the peeps you were on the Skyliner that very, very day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was there the same day that it crashed. I went the first time, like around 4 o'clock or something like that, and then I did the whole thing. I went to Epcot, then walked from Epcot to the World Walk and all that stuff. Then I did it again, which was about nighttime, about that time that the accident happened. But I went to I was in the lane from Hollywood Studios to the middle, and then to the resorts, the pop. What is it? The Pop Star? No.
Pop Century?
Yeah, that one. I think it is. The Pop Century. There's two there. So I was there, and I told my wife, you know what? I don't want to go to the hotel. Let's just go back and take the Skyliner. She said, no, let's just stay. Thank God she said that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Right?
Yeah, because when I was doing the hotel thing, that's when the accident happened. And when I came back, it was closed. And the only thing they told me was like, oh, there was a mechanical issue and they tried to fix it and blah, blah, blah. So I find out from you. You sent me a text message later on saying, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, Steve from Steve's World, great friend of both of ours, was on. I think he was on with Shep. I think it was Shep's Storytime. excuse me, he knew I was at the resort, or he didn't know where I was, but he knew I was on property, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And he said, "Well, it's actually news." And so then I reached out to you because I knew you were in town, and you had told me, I think you told me a few hours previous, that tonight, by then now, you were going to go on the Skyliner. So I thought, well, one, let's see what you know.
Yeah.
First, and make sure you're safe, of course. And then you, like, again, I said this on a stream we were on earlier. When we talk, we usually text and or Instagram message, and we usually return each other's notes pretty quick, and you didn't return it. And I'm like, you know how your mind goes all negative. I'm like, what? Maybe he's stuck. And I thought, well, he wouldn't not have Wi-Fi. Maybe he would. Oh my gosh. So, but you know, a couple minutes later, obviously we found out you were good. Yeah. But kind of crazy. Like we planned on doing the Skyliner, and that would have been the night I don't know, what did we do? I guess it would have been the next day we were going to do it. But regardless, it was interesting that it happened when we were there, and I'm glad you're okay, obviously, and I'm glad everybody's okay. I don't think there was any injuries. They ended up giving people, I don't know, I read $100 and I read $50 gift cards and stuff. So in the end, a couple hours of inconvenience, no fun, probably scary for people, but I'm glad everybody's okay.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody's okay, and hopefully they will fix it soon. Yeah, adding family adventures, I heard the same thing is going to be down for a little bit until they fix it, what's going on, and find out, which is all right. I mean, I understand that. We were talking about this the other day on the live stream. Are you going to write it again? Of course I will. I trust Disney. I trust Disney. I won't even say with my life, but I'm almost there.
We kind of do. I mean, it's just
exactly. Yeah. So I trust them. I trust them. Yeah, I trust them, and I will write it again. You know how many times every ride has any issues or something like that you don't know of sometimes, or and you write it again?
What do you think is safer, riding the Skyliner the day you know it will break down, or just driving on any freeway in America? I think we are close to the age of driverless cars because drivers are so bad, frankly. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not living in fear. I'll drive on the Skyliner. Yeah. They said it is Canadian. I almost said Disney Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is tomorrow, but they did it today. But that's cool.
Good.
I'm so excited for fall. I mean, I half joked about putting on the sweater. Tis the season. So we do our annual trip, generally, not every year, in October. We purposely got married in October because we figured we'd be able to take a week off. What we do for a living then is still what we do now, and it fits into October. My grandfather had a birthday, at the time. His birthday was in October, and it's the off season. I don't know if it really is anymore, but we like traveling in the fall. So when we do our vacation in October, it kind of kicks off the holidays for us. Yeah. And we have, we got kids. We had 4 daughters at the time. So, or earlier in life, we saw 4 daughters, but 2 of them moved away. But you know what I'm saying? And then it's Halloween, and then it's Thanksgiving, and it's Christmas. So for us, it's truly the all right, let's start relaxing time. I'm not going to say we're the hardest workers of all time, but we work pretty hard. We being me, my wife, and I, and we definitely slow down October, November, December. So I'm happy. I'm always happy, but I'm a little happier right now.
You don't listen, but you're always happy.
What's that?
You don't listen. I said,
what's that?
Yeah, I got you. You know what? I can't wait for the holidays.
Why does that work every time? Wait for.
Yeah, that I can't wait for the holidays, man, to see the parks and the holidays again. That's the best season ever.
Oh, so
yeah.
A couple of people are talking about holiday countdowns. I don't. So I've had 2 because me and you went. We went for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and then I had my family trip last week. So I kind of had 2 countdowns.
Yeah.
For months. And now here I am sitting here with no countdowns, and I'm not going for the holidays. And it's even worse because wifey is. So
where's she going? California or?
Hey, Scotty, Sean in the house. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, she's got family in California, and she's going to go see them. Actually, they're changing the date as we speak. I think that I don't know when they're going. I don't think she knows. I think that so I have 4 daughters. 2 of them have moved away, and I think my oldest daughter and her husband are going out with my wife and the kids. And so I think the dates they're teachers, both.
Gotcha.
So I don't know, but I think it's originally they were going to try to do a Halloween trip, which is kind of cool because our girls used to trick or treat in my mother-in-law's neighborhood. Yeah. And frankly, they would do the Halloween party out in California before it was that big. So that's the original plan. But then they're starting to talk about being a Thanksgiving thing, might turn into 2 trips. I don't know. I don't think they've even decided. But what I do know is I don't have any Disney countdowns, and that isn't just no good.
Yeah, that's not good. We need to have like a countdown every 2 months, I guess.
Well, you go a lot. Do you even do Disney countdowns? Like you're a hey, let's go this weekend kind of guy, which I'm.
That's what happened. That's what happened last weekend. I mean, I was supposed to do Disney Friends in my channel and host with some friends, and since you were gonna be on vacation, and then all of a sudden this opportunity came out, and I said, hell yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. That's the way we used to get to do it when we lived out in Southern California. But as I think countdowns are more of a non-local thing, and I'm definitely a non-local now, so I don't know. I want one.
Yeah.
Anyway, say hi to Kadani, Sean. Welcome in. Yeah, Mar. This summer has been endless. Mar, you're up north, right?
Yeah.
Where are you, Mar? It's been hot here again. I felt like sounding like an old fogey, but I'm over the 80s and 90s in humidity. I am. Watching the Notre Dame football. I haven't watched any football today. I've checked a couple scores. There's some big games today. I'm a football nut, but I've been rearranging my YouTube office here, and it's a mess. Like, I'm glad you guys can't see right there. It is unready for guests right now.
Let me ask you a question, but before I ask the question, I'll send you in Instagram the information that you need.
Got it.
Is the same office that you were using it for before with the Chewy and stuff like that, or did you just change it around, or it's a different one?
Chewy's right. Chewy's right there. So when I first moved into this, we bought the house very recently, and my plan was to make that wall the Disney wall, to make that wall. There's a window there, and I look out into the the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. And I had so there's a window in the middle, so I had half of it like the man stuff, and half of it some Disney stuff, and then this was going to be my sports wall. And the idea was going to be I could do like sports live streams, like I got on Thursday nights. NFL Watch Party you were on last week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And so this wall behind me was going to be, no, I'm sorry, the wall over there was going to be the football wall, whatever. I was going to try to have a table in the middle where I could just spin around and have 4 different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I still would like to do that, but I've got more stuff than I know what to do with. And so I don't know. And I really like the backdrops. Like, I really like this one. And my favorite one's actually it's a Thanksgiving one, fall Thanksgiving one. But I don't know where it is because we moved. So it's in a box. And so I think it's the longest answer to a simple question. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the garage, half of the garage, long-term, a man cave kind of space where I can do videos. But in here, I need to be able to sit down and just, like, with maybe Paula, because she comes on with me on Beauty and the Beast on Saturdays now. I like to have a seat right here where it's just set up. I'm not set up to go like I was in my old house. So, boy, that was a long answer to an easy question. I don't know.
So in the meantime, when you said invitation, is it better this office or the one that you had before?
This one will be better.
Will be better. Okay.
But that one was set up, and this one is.
Okay, that was the answer I was looking for. So this one will be better. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
It's the same. It's just a small little room. It's like when you have a house and you have a little small extra room. That's what this is. It's just.
Yeah, that's my plan was have my home office, have a different wall for different stuff. Maybe the green screen, since I do a lot of green screen, like you guys seen before my
Twitch with Al or any of that.
Yeah, or my Halloween thing, whatever it is. Then have probably a new, like a Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Just have a Star Wars to do blogs and stuff like that. Then have a Disney one. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But I'm also looking at the garage, man, because the garage is big. That would be like a, you could say, caveman situation, but it's a little expensive to convert it.
We don't park our car in the garage. It's probably stupid because we get hail out here, so we probably should. But hey, Cam, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Hey, my mommy's in the house. Eileen, Iskra, and/or Eskra's my mom. Hi, mommy. Love you.
Hello, mom.
So we've got a lot of stuff. We have too much stuff, but half of it, if we just use half of it for storage, and then a piece of it for the garage stuff, the lawnmower and stuff like that, and then I'll have a good more space than I have here still left. and it's kind of a finished garage, so might put some air conditioning in there or something like that. But at least for the fall, I like hanging in the garage. When I've had clean, organized garages, I hang out in the garage. But it's been, hey Kay, how are you? But it's been years since I've had a clean garage. The last house we were in was just a disaster. I mean, we had too much stuff, more stuff than house. And so anyway, but that's what's kind of happened to this room. Like, so we came back from this Disney trip and I brought home more stuff than I've ever brought home. And I'm really excited about some of the stuff. I haven't even shown you guys some of the stuff. I was hoping maybe to do it tonight, but I'm totally not ready. But some of it's still downstairs because I have no place to bring it up. So that when this stream's over, that's what I'll be doing. I'll put on a football game or I'll put on Netflix and I'll just go to town in the room, and I may sleep in and not do church and stay here, or I'll go to church and I'll sneak out early or something. But I got to get this space cleaned up. I'd love to give you guys a tour of it, but right now it's not.
I'm laughing because I remember the series that you did. What was it? Moving socks or something like that? What was it?
Yeah.
That's I remember that stuff. That was
when you decide to vlog, you got to vlog what you do. And I had and as I stated, Paula and the kids go out to California now and then. They went for part of that, and so just show people what you're doing and try to be silly with it. But it was a beat down, man. I remember showing the garage, going, "Wow, I was big." But it's real life, man. It is what it is.
And hey, we got to do what we got to do. At the end of the day, is what's best for our family and for us.
Yeah.
So tell me about your trip.
How was it? First, Addie says, Gonzo, I love Star Wars too, maybe more than Disney. Oh, there you go. And Cam saying hi to you too. It was great, dude. So we stayed at the Poly. It was amazing. For months I got to say, hey, we get to stay at the Poly. Now you can say, oh my gosh, I stay at the Poly.
Yeah.
You know how you're excited for something and you don't want it to be as fun as you're expecting it to be. It was every bit as fun as I was hoping it would be. It's every bit as nice. It's beautiful. I love the theming of the Poly. I love cultures. I love culture. I mean, that's why I love Epcot. I love cultures. I love learning about people and how they lived different than I do or we do. But that said, I've always loved Hawaii. I had some family lived in Hawaii for a while. My mom, who's in chat, lived in Hawaii before me. Hey, Fulton. The smells of that place, the food of that place.
Yeah.
The lobby.
Amazing, right?
Like it a little bit of me felt a little, what's the word? Like almost, this is so stupid. So I love national parks, and every time I've gone into Yosemite, it's been the prettiest thing I've ever seen. I've told the story before. I don't know about it on our show, but you go. There's a couple ways to go in Yosemite, but the main way people go through into Yosemite is they go through a tunnel, and then there's a little lookout you pull off, and you look down into the Yosemite Valley. And I think it's the prettiest place in the world. And I'm not going to preach to you, but if you don't believe in God, go there and you'll believe in God. If you do believe in God, that's proof. I look down into it, and it's so beautiful. And I always get, probably done it 10 times. I don't know how many times I've done it. And I always get this, thank you, God, that I get to see this kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And this is a little hokey to say, but I was saying that and thinking that a lot this week. We're not rich. We're not poor. We're normal people, But to be able to stay there felt so above what we're able to do. But that's why we signed up for DVC.
Yeah.
And
that's why you work hard for.
Huh?
And that's why you guys work hard for at the same time.
Yeah. Well, and we choose to put our extra whatever resources we have into DVC points and stuff like that. And currently we have 0 DVC points. But it was so fun, dude. Like, it was watching my kids play in the pool and seeing the fireworks and the castle across the bay or whatever that is, the water there, and just hanging with the wife and the kids. I'm still in a good mood. It was awesome.
Did you finally went to Ohana any nights?
We did. So I think I've shared this on this show. I know I've shown on a lot of shows. We're not fast pass getters, but we are last minute see what's available getters. And by we, I mean wife. And so as we've done every trip, at least since we've not been going to Walt Disney World, wifey will get on the phone, the app, whatever, and she'll say, hey, you want to do this tomorrow? Hey, you want to do this tomorrow? And she said, hey, do you want to do Ohana tomorrow? I'm like, yep. So we did. Got the picture with Pluto. Got the picture with Mickey, Stitch, and Lilo.
So it was for breakfast, right?
It was for breakfast. Yeah.
Nice. Great.
And it was good. You know, one of my youngest daughter didn't love the food. You know, she's kind of a picky eater still, but it was good. It was fun, and it's one of those things where it's probably too expensive to do ever again. But
yeah,
I'm glad we did it. You know, it's one of those character meet and greets that people. I think that one and the Snow White one at Wilderness Lodge would be the ones that I wanted to do the most.
Gotcha.
But we were staying there. It was perfect. It was fun. Have you done it? I think you told me you've done it.
Yeah, I did.
Did you love it?
I love it. What about that bread, man? That pineapple bread.
It was good. You know, actually, that was my favorite part. They bring you a lot of food there, but that and then you know.
Do you ask for bacon? Because they don't serve it. You have to ask for it.
I got bacon. Didn't I get bacon? Pretty sure I got bacon.
Yeah, because in the regular plate they don't bring it, but if you ask them, they bring a bunch of bacon. So
they brought a lot of food. Is what they brought. Oh, and you know the juice. They had like a special juice.
Yeah, man.
Spectacular.
Yeah,
so good.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because you get good character interaction. You get good food. The place is awesome. I don't know if you sit close by a window or I don't know where you work, but the view is awesome. I mean, you can beat it. You can beat it, and the place is
those special ones. Disney's so good. Like when I go there, I'm not trying to do the drive-through lunch thing. Obviously, spend a lot of money on everything, including food.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things I just wanted to do. I'm glad we did it. It was fun. Everything's good there, though. Like we ate so good.
Yeah.
I mean, even just thinking about it, I can make myself feel full. It's so good. Love it. And then my daughter's we're all pretty much coffee nuts, but my daughter especially is a coffee nut. And so we were going upstairs to, not far from where Ohana is.
Yeah.
To whatever they call their little coffee bar there, right where the monorail gets you.
Oh, yeah, that coffee thing before you take the monorail.
Yeah, I can't think what it's called there, but we hung out there quite a bit and just had a blast. Kadani Sean says, we bought DVC in 2010, best decision ever.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that I'm DVC. Addie Family Cruise says, have you seen the trailer for Jungle Cruise? Yeah, I wanted to do a reaction to it. I've just been busy. Yeah, my mom says can't wait for it. Yes, I've seen it. I love it. I haven't seen it. What my favorite ride is. Sometimes you're gonna hear me say Jungle Cruise. I mean, I love Adventureland. I love Adventureland.
We went together.
Mm-hmm.
We rode it together. So
wasn't that fun? I love it. It's one of those that I hope they don't screw it up. But I watched the trailer or whatever, and you got Mary Poppins and you got The Rock. I mean, what's going to go wrong? I actually like them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Mar says that's so true. The plants and the foliage of the poly are luscious. So I did a few videos just walking through, mostly because I wanted them. I love the bubbling brook sound. I love the water.
Yeah.
You know, sounds like there's a waterfall everywhere, and I don't know how they pipe in their breeze or whatever, but I love it. I love it.
You guys didn't go to a boat, right? You didn't rent the boats?
No.
Go around? No. Okay. That's pretty cool. Also, yeah.
We did so much. Well, and then obviously I went to Star Wars opening day with you, but so my two daughters and my wife hadn't done Star Wars. So we did the full line, and
how was the queue?
It was awesome. It was really awesome. And so I sat behind my daughter, who was in the left driver's or pilot seat, and then my other daughter was on the right, and then my wife was straight. So I guess we were gunners. Nice. And I really got to enjoy. I couldn't see Peyton too much because she was directly in front of me, but I saw Reagan. She got to do the light speed, and Paula, and just watching their faces was great.
Nice.
So much fun. So
was it a lot of people there that day, or was okay? Or
yes, but we did extra magic hours.
Gotcha.
So like when me and you were there, we were done with Star Wars before 11 or whatever. Yeah. We went straight to the ride. Like when we got there, we didn't even bother going. Like I think they opened at 6, and we didn't go. We were tired. We're not getting up at 6. But I called and we talked to some people, and they said, yeah, it won't be bad. So we got there. I think we were done with the ride at like 8:30. Like when me and you were there, we had breakfast after we rode it.
Yeah.
And it was certainly early. And then as we were walking the Star Wars grounds, then it got busy. We got real busy, but not like the day we were there. Obviously, that was opening day.
Yeah, that was opening
day. We got Blue Milk, which we didn't get to do the first day because there was just too many people.
Yeah, too many people. You like it?
Yeah, I mean, Peyton wanted it for Instagram. I got to be honest, and so we took some pictures, but they came out all right. But I had a sip, and it was better than I expected.
Yeah.
People had said it was pretty good.
Bubblegum?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, probably not something I'll buy again, because there's so many good flavored. There's so much good food there. I want. Yeah. And so, anyways, and especially at that place, I mean, I love it. But I did Flight of Passage, not the same day, but everybody's been telling me I hadn't done Flight of Passage. Wow, so good, so good. I love Hollywood Studios though. Back to Hollywood Studios though. Once we were done there, we didn't get to do Slinky Dog. It like we came right out and then it went down. Yeah, right then. And then we did. I don't know what we did. Oh, we did Midway Mania.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then when we came out, it was open, but the line was already like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
It's never gonna be the same like that time we you and I.
That was perfect. What did we make, 20? I don't even know. It wasn't much.
It said 25, but I think we didn't wait. We didn't wait 20 minutes.
No, I don't feel like we did either.
Yeah.
That was the first time and only time I've ridden it. But anyway, we were hoping to do that because the kids wanted to do that one, but they didn't want to wait. And then we went to the Tap House. I love Tap House. We had great food there, and we just had a great day. It was fun. And we did Animal Kingdom, and we did the Halloween party. I was Hades on a Disney vacation and had the blue hair.
Yeah.
But no one noticed me because my wife and my two daughters were the Sanderson sisters, and they looked great.
Yeah, they look great. I love the pictures. They look great.
It was so fun. They had a blast. They really did.
That's what it's all about, man. Having a blast, having fun with your family, enjoy it. Forget about the most that you can from real life, I guess we want to say it, and just enjoy it, man, and have fun. And do you select a day to stay in the pool and relax as well, or you could?
Yeah. So we were going to do an Epcot day. Me and Peyton. While they stayed at the hotel. Reagan and Paula stayed at the hotel, but we ended up all staying there that day.
Cool.
We did a day and a half of that. We hung out with Kelly from the Mickey Bunch.
That's right.
We were shopping like she did with me and you.
Paula. Oh yeah. Good stuff. You found good stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I swear you could, if you were a cast member, you could just live off of buying stuff there and selling it. Like you really could. Wow. So I've got a picture that's right over there.
You want the picture? Woo! Yeah. Wow, just in time, bro. Cute.
It's crazy, right? And I paid $10 for it, and there was 4 or 5, and they're on sale right now on eBay for $200, $150. I said one for $75. Just do that math. Just do that math. I mean, you could seriously, you could make a living off of reselling stuff you get at that place. That's such a good deal. Hi, Blood. That's a rough name. How are you, buddy? Hey, Lynn, what's going on? Yeah, we have a winner. Hey, Cam, how are you? Midway Mania is so fun. I love that ride. Like, that's one of my favorites. And by the way, don't ride with my wife because she's good. She's really good. I don't think you ever beat her at it, ever. And, but it's so fun. I love it.
Lynn, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, see, Lynn says that ding.
Hey, there you go.
She's just saying that the dinging always makes me want to go to the casino. I just feel like a winner when I hear it. I want to know what I've won.
You're a winner in my book.
I need a do in my office somehow that I can recreate. Anyway, hey, how are you? Welcome in. So when are you going again? You don't have a countdown, but do you have a plan?
So next weekend, I will be live from one of the Disney parks, but in the morning I'm going to SeaWorld with a couple of friends and my wife and stuff like that. But by the time this Disney friends will be live, I will be Magic, maybe Hollywood.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, we do it live.
So if my day's normal, we can still do this.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah, because you send me the link and I do it from my phone. And
like, I mean, if you're doing, vacation stuff or family stuff, don't feel like
that's fine.
We'll work it out afterwards. But
I take care of that in the morning in SeaWorld. By 5 o'clock, I'll be ready to SeaWorld. SeaWorld, there's nothing there.
I like SeaWorld. I grew up in San Diego, and we used to go to SeaWorld a lot.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't like it. But
really,
yeah,
I love
the food is good though.
What's good?
The food.
See, it wasn't that for us. Growing up in San Diego, this is weird. I was on the beach all the time. I was a beach kid. I was a beach kid. My elementary, junior high, high school, college, I was at the beach 2 to 3 days a week for years. And SeaWorld was just kind of an extension that for us. It was down in an area where we would go. Like, it was my area. And we went a lot. I love, you know what, when I think of SeaWorld, I think of two things, which are kind of weird maybe. I think of petting an otter. Petting a dolphin and watching the otters. I loved, the otters are the cutest. This is so weird. Not the manliest thing for me to say, but the otters are the cutest animal ever. Watching them and do whatever they're doing. They put their stuff on their chest and they hang out with their own little family unit. I love them. And then petting a dolphin, I would, especially when it was hot, you know, those pools they have where all the dolphins are running around and jumping around and all that stuff. And you could pet them and some would touch you and some would not let you touch them. I would stay there as long as it took to touch a dolphin. And sometimes it would take 5 seconds. Sometimes it would take an hour. But sometimes I would just be drenched in stinky fish smelling water. But
for sure,
that was my thing. We have some guests.
We do.
Are you ready for some guests?
I'm ready.
You just scared me.
I'm ready.
Well, we have to make a rule. No singing and scaring. Whoa, we got like sideways stuff. There Here, let me see how I don't know what I can do. Can I fix that? Hello, we've got our friends.
There you go.
I'll move that.
That works.
How do I fix this?
At the bottom, I guess.
I don't know if there's a third way to. Here, let me see.
I start pushing. There you go.
I know how to do it.
There we go.
Yay!
Hey.
That was my. I don't think I know how to do this face. Welcome in. Let's start with this. How you feeling, my friend?
Good? Better?
No, that was a picture for you.
Oh. Yeah,
What's
a lot better. My doctor's pretty much giving me a clean bill of health. I just got to take care of myself and keep doing what I'm doing. So
Good. I'm glad. I've been praying for it. So Death Star Diva and the Kilt Guy, at least on my screen down below.
Yeah.
They've both been on they've both been on my show on DizTube, and I think you were on one of these Disney friends. But if you don't know them already, check out their channel. They're awesome. Yeah, they're Mars says my Cali friends.
yeah.
Nikki and Scotty. I love you guys. We're actually tomorrow night we're gonna have somebody from Disneyland.
Ooh.
Yaya Chronicles. I don't know if you know.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love my Disneyland peeps. I need people to bring me some Disneyland love. So last time, actually, Nikki, I had you on because you were in a cast member preview of Star Wars Land before all of us could do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was so jealous then. But what's been going on in your guys' lives since then? Obviously, you've had some personal stuff, but talk about that if you want. Talk about your channel. What's new with you?
So I did have a bit of a health scare. I was at work and like the whole right side of my body went numb. I started feeling dizzy, headaches. And so I went to the emergency room and they thought I was having a stroke. So immediately they rushed me in, gave me an MRI, echocardiogram, EKG, all that stuff. I was hooked up. I felt like Terminator hooked up to all these wires and stuff. And come to find out, I ended up having a B12 deficiency with high blood pressure. So apparently the two mixed together mimics a stroke. So it literally has the same exact symptoms of a stroke. And so they almost misdiagnosed me, but they were able to do blood work and find out that it wasn't a stroke, that I was actually had a B12 deficiency and high blood pressure. So they gave me some shots, some medication, all this stuff. And I have to take pills daily. A big motorcycle going by. I have to take medication daily, but all in all, my blood pressure is down. Everything looks great. So I'm glad that they were able to catch what it was.
Yeah, amen.
And take care of it. As far as the channel goes, we've just been pretty much relaxing. We haven't been putting that much up on the channel because we're kind of like de-stressing from the 13 days of Halloween that we did. We had a whole 13 days of Halloween segment.
Yep.
And I'm doing a lot more on my channel personally, instead of doing stuff on the Kill Guys channel. So my Death Star Diva channel, I'm doing like, we just did a Cupcake Wars challenge with a couple of other YouTubers. And so that's going on right now. And it's a really cool contest because not only does the winner of Cupcake Wars win a $25 gift card for Disney, but one of the viewers will actually win a $25 gift card for Disney. So it's really a really cool thing that I thought of. You know, a couple of people were like, "Yeah, I'll join in."
I got to get my wife hooked up with you guys. She is the biggest Disneyland cupcake snob in the history of history.
Oh yeah,
So,
we definitely got to get her involved. We're thinking about doing one because the other people that I collabed with they were so excited about the idea and they loved it that they were like, we need to do one for like Valentine's Day. We need to do one for Christmas.
Right.
So I think it's going to be extending on, and I
Love
would
it.
love to get like more people involved and more, you know, Disney vloggers involved to do the whole Cupcake Wars. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And we had some people that were like beginner bakers. They didn't really know that much about baking, and all the way up to, you know, people that do baking all the time. So I like to see the variety. And I think it helps other people that are making things, like if they don't know how to do it, gives them a little bit more confidence to say, you know what, hey, I can maybe try that. You know, I think I can do that. It's within my realm of knowledge. So
Love it.
I
About our community. There's so many, and right now it seems there's so many neat ideas. There's yours. There's a Buddha You thing. Christy's always got. Well, shoot, she's always got a couple.
oh my gosh, yes.
I love it. I've never really thought of myself as creative, and being in this family, this community. Sometimes it makes me feel creative, but mostly it makes me feel like, wow, there's so many good ideas out there.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah. And one of the thing is that you have to kind of think of new innovative things, because if you think about it, there are so many Disney bloggers out there that, you know, you can only see Epcot so many times, you know, like over and over and over again. So I think showing different perspectives or different things brings variety into different channels. So I like the creativity. Oh, sorry. That was my phone.
Party.
Sorry.
I was having a party.
Yeah, I had the media on mute and stuff for the chat, but I didn't have my actual ringtone on mute.
Don't put it on mute. I was gonna call you, so it rings again.
So,
Hey, Disney World, great.
we've been doing really great. We actually, you just mentioned Yaya Chronicles. We actually had dinner with them last night. We went.
Nice. They're great. I can't wait to have them on.
And we did movie night at their house, and we went and had some ramen. So
Nice. Ramen. Ramen's the best. When I was a kid, there was this whole thought that ramen was, you know, the stuff you get in the styrofoam thing that you could buy at the, you know, Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah.
Ramen. Good ramen is that's a good meal. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not even hungry now. I want some ramen. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, again, I was saying, and I mean it. I love all the people in the community, but the Disneyland peeps, they bring me something that I need. I need it. I need to be where Walt was, and I don't get to go anymore. But you guys get to be where Walt was. So anyway, I love that.
Yeah.
What about you? What's going on, Scotty? I haven't talked to you in quite some time. How are you?
I know, right? It's, you know, me. I've always been busy. Pretty much just running around, eating up what I can in this world and enjoying it at the same time. I have some food reviews ready for my channel, kind of like really focusing on that, because like that's what everybody likes to see from me, is a lot of food reviews, because, you know, I go to places that a lot of people it's just off the beaten path. You know, it's like if people come and visit California when they want to go to Disneyland, you know, it's like they go there and they don't know what else there is, like in Anaheim or in the surrounding areas out here to see, like, as far as like food, maybe something, you know, entertaining. So that's what I've been doing. Like, you know,
love it.
Finding these spots that not only is like aesthetically pleasing, but the food is really, really good.
Yeah.
Southern California is so, what's the right way to say it? Target rich. There's so many awesome things to do, places to eat, places to vlog, frankly. I've said many times. I wish I was doing this when we lived out there. You know, I was more of a San Diego guy.
Yeah.
Orange County, yeah. But
I grew up in San Diego, so
where about in San Diego? I was.
I literally lived 2 blocks away from the Jack Murphy Stadium.
Oh, I was in your neighborhood a lot.
Yeah, there was like right around the corner from my house was this place called Stadium Liquor, and it was like literally 2 blocks from the stadium. So it was the only liquor store like right before you get to the stadium parking lot.
No, I'm sure they would do business.
I used to go down there and like they had this barrel like with jumbo pickles in them, and I used to go grab a pickle, and then I'd sit on the roof of my house and I'd put on the radio and I'd listen to the game.
No way.
Radio, yeah.
I'm a baseball nut, and it's just last night we were talking about this. I miss being a kiddo and having a horrible team as my home team because I could walk down and sit. I would get 4 seats because nobody was there. I could do whatever I want, and we would spread out, and people wouldn't even bother looking because there's another seat right next to us. I have great memories of Jack Murphy Stadium. Great. Oh, yeah. Not that they have a great ball field now, though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Your guys' stadium, your baseball stadium down there is A+. I love that.
Oh yeah, they've made a lot of changes and stuff. I'm just kind of sad that the Chargers left. Like they stayed in San Diego, but
a lot of my San Diego buddies aren't even Charger fans anymore. It's easy for me because I'm a Chargers fan.
Yes.
So I honestly don't care if they're San Diego. I'm a Dodgers fan too. It doesn't bug me at all. They're in LA. But most of my buddies hate LA, but not me. So
yeah, I'm not a big LA fan. So when they came to LA, I was just kind of like,
See, I am.
I haven't really followed them since they moved to LA, but I was like,
We had family in the San Fernando Valley. I grew up in San Diego, but my family was in LA, so we were both. So I don't have that hate for LA like most San Diegans do. But
oh, nice.
Yes, yeah, I can't say much because everyone's all here talking about LA and the Dodgers.
Yeah, he's San Francisco.
I'm San Francisco.
Buddy, what?
I lived in Frisco for like 10 years, and
you seem like such a nice guy. I don't understand this at all. I enjoy hating the Giants. The only thing I hate more than the Giants is the Raiders. Oh, how are we there?
I seen this really cute meme that somebody posted about the Raiders, and it was the funniest thing. It was actually like some lady posted a trick or treat bag with like candy and stuff, and she posted like, I can't believe some people, there's some sick people out there in the world. Be careful. Keep a watch out for your kids' candy bags. And there was 2 Raiders tickets in the trick or treat bag.
One of my best friends are Raiders fans too. They're not YouTubers, so I won't say their name or anything. But yeah. I love to hate the Raiders. I really do. I hate them. But,
hey, Scotty, I got a question for you.
Sure.
How did it taste?
Oh.
Tell me.
Okay, so that there was a slider I got from this place called Mad Buns, and it's a Hawaiian bread with a crispy pork belly, cheese corn, and like a little bit of coleslaw, a little bit of slaw on top. And I'm telling you, that was amazing. Like when you're biting into that pork belly, you get the crunchiness of the skin, which just gives it a completely different texture inside a sandwich. And oh my God, that was like next level.
He would not stop talking about it when he got home.
Wow.
That was awesome. That was just amazing. And I think that sandwich was only like $4.50.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going like $4.50 for that.
Wow.
But yeah, like I'm planning to go back to do some others because they had other different varieties of those burgers, and oh my God. But yeah, that one's my favorite from them so far.
Yeah, it was funny because after he posted that video, we noticed a couple of our friends started showing up at that place and going there. We're like looking at their Instagram and they're like, oh wait, they went. But I like showing people like different places that you can go to aside from just going to Disneyland, because like some people think like, once you fly down here from, wherever you're at and you go to Disneyland, that there's nothing else to do outside of Disney. No. And it's like there's so many things. Like there's literally like for foodies, when was it? Like district. 2-3 blocks away from Disneyland is the packing district, the Anaheim packing district, and that is literally like an old packing house warehouse that they've converted into multiple food establishments. So you walk in there and there's like 20-30 different like food places.
Everything from like Vietnamese pho to Indian food to chicken
food,
and waffles,
barbecue,
poutine.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. It's like it's eclectic when you see all these different varieties of food there.
Yeah.
They've done a lot down there. So it's right actually by the stadium, Anaheim Stadium.
Yeah.
There used to be industrial nothingness, and now is that the area you're talking about? Because it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's around that area.
Apartments and shopping and food.
Mm-hmm.
boy, they did a great job with that. At least they did. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, but 10 or 15
Yeah, and some people don't realize like the train station for Anaheim stops right there by the Anaheim Stadium. So if you wanted to, you could actually, and they offer free shuttles from the stadium to Disneyland. So actually, if you wanted to, you could take a shuttle from Disneyland to the Anaheim Stadium, and then you can hop on the Metrolink and go wherever you want. It'll take you to downtown LA. It'll take you to Hollywood, like wherever you want to go. And so that way you don't even have to pay for an Uber or anything else. People think, oh, I got to spend tons of money on getting a rental car and paying for an Uber. You don't have to do that. Everything's so close by. It's just you hop on a train and you're gone.
I love that area. I do. I miss it. Again, right by Disneyland, California Disney, the stadium, all that area. It's spend a day there and not even go into the parks.
Yeah. So how was your trip? I was listening to the live stream a little bit before we came on. How was your trip
So
out
it was
there?
awesome. You got to stay to Pauly. I could end it right there. It was amazing. I still can't believe we did that. It was so fun. We could have not gone in the parks and we still would have had a great trip. We got to watch the kind of the electric light parade on the water version they have there. I'll be putting a video out of that here soon. So fun. The food was amazing, but the parks were amazing. Watching my kids do Star Wars Land and getting to play in Star Wars Land again, amazing.
So did you like the new show that they have better than Illuminations, or?
Well, which show? Which show are you talking about?
The one at Epcot.
So I didn't go to Epcot.
Oh.
I know we were going to do Epcot, but we ended up staying home that day. I didn't see the new show.
Oh.
I have seen it on the internet.
Yeah, I've been seeing a couple of new videos out, and I was like, oh, I want to get your opinion or somebody's opinion and find out truthfully,
I can tell you already, I like it more than Illuminations. I know you've seen it. I didn't love Illuminations, and I have seen it on Resort TV 1 channel a bunch.
Yeah,
it looks great to me. I'm excited for Epcot changes. I love Epcot. It's my favorite park. Yeah. But I'm excited for their changes. I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
The announcements that they had at D23, if it's anything like the announcement that they had for D23, I'm all on board. I mean, that statue that they're going to put of Walt sitting on the steps. Do you know how many people are going to be taking photos near that statue? Yep.
It looks cool.
Sitting next to Uncle Walt, just taking photos.
Right? Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing about Disneyland, though. That's why you guys and I don't know, so many other Disneyland vloggers are like, I need you guys, because I miss that. I miss walking by Main Street, looking to the left and seeing the light, and all the stuff that there's so many things about Walt Disney World that makes Walt Disney World better, but there's some things about Disneyland that make it better that I miss a lot.
And that's what I like. It's funny because I've tried to explain it numerous times about the difference between Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and the magic, the special magic that Disneyland has. There's so many people. Don't get me wrong, Walt Disney World is great. But there's so many people that are so biased, and they're like, I'll never go to Disneyland. Well, Disney World has everything. Disneyland's so small. Disneyland's so this. And it's like, you don't know unless you go in. You have to go and experience it for yourself to even understand. The minute you walk through those gates, you feel Walt's presence there. Every single aspect of that place.
I totally agree with that.
I exudes Walt.
It's undeniable. You can say, honestly, he sat right there.
Yeah.
He did that. He created that. And you can do that at Walt Disney World in the sense of he created what created that, but Disneyland's his park. And
I mean, they have Walt and Lillian's anniversary gift in Frontierland, like for all to see and touch. And they don't have that at Walt Disney World.
Someone in chat, can we tell us what it is? I know it. Oh, my other computer wants to die here.
Yeah.
It's really old.
Yeah, let's see if somebody knows.
See if someone in the chat knows what that is. The other thing, too, with the difference between here and over there, granted, Epcot was Walt's baby that he wanted, but he never stepped foot in Walt Disney World.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
as he did here.
Yeah.
And also, that on top of that, someone
she got it. Yep. Cam's Corner.
Got it.
Cam's Corner got it.
Yeah, Petrified Forestry or Petrified Tree. Yeah.
And the other thing too is there's actually history here outside of Disneyland that Walt has been to and that Walt has touched that a lot of people don't, either they do know or they don't know about it. Like,
well, what are you referring to? I mean, like the carousel and such. Or what are you referring to?
Yeah, like the carousel. There's also
the Pomona Fairgrounds.
the Pomona Fairgrounds right here.
That's I've never been there, but I know what you're talking about.
Inspiration to do the monorail
Yeah.
was from the Pomona Fairgrounds. He used to frequent the Pomona Fairgrounds a lot, and in fact, Pomona was actually one of the locations that he was thinking about building Disneyland at, but the cost and everything was too high. And
actually, the engineer told him not to because of weather.
Because of weather.
Yeah.
Deb. Everybody cited Deb. Deb's in there.
Which
yeah,
is
we were supposed to hang out today. I screwed that up. But anyway, hi Deb. What's going on?
Deb.
He says, so there's a question. He said he can't pick which park is better. Let me ask you guys. You've got 2 parks that you get to frequent. I loved Disney's California Adventure, even when people didn't like it. I probably liked it because people didn't like it, and it was easy. You could do everything back in the day. But it's so bigger now. It's not bigger. It's better now. It's more, well, certainly more popular now. What's your favorite park and why?
Mine, I have to go with the tried and true original Disneyland park, and I probably just because it holds so many memories for me. I've literally been going since I can remember. I was a baby when my grandparents first started taking me. I actually lived like 3 blocks from Disneyland. So one of the cool things back in the day, whenever it wasn't so expensive, was about $5 to get into the park when I was cool. I'm aging myself, but
me too. We used
my
to have
grandmother, she used to pay $5. She'd take me into the park and we'd ride King Arthur's carousel.
Nice.
And I couldn't even walk. So there's baby pictures of me sitting on King Arthur's carousel. There's pictures of me just sleeping on random park benches around Disneyland whenever they used to have them all over the place. So it just holds a special significance to me. And as I got older, my love for Disney has just grown more and more. And especially now that I'm a mother of my own and I get to share those experiences with my kids. One of my biggest memories is when Big Thunder Ranch was still around, and I took my little one to Big Thunder Ranch, and we got to do the whole dinner and everything before they closed it down. Doing the barbecue and just hanging out, and it was during the fall season too. So she was in her Halloween costume, and it's like such great memories there. So Disneyland will always be my absolute number 1 favorite.
Hey, Cinder Alley's in the house. Cinder Alley, I loved your video today. Oh my God. Although I watched it today. I don't know when he posted it. So much fun. Hey, Rachel, how are you? I haven't been watching chat that close. A lot of really good channels in chat right now. People get over there, hit those little buttons, give them some love. Lynn, Dev, Ali, lots of other ones. Get over there, check them out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys meet because of your love of Disney? Or obviously you've loved it, Nikki, your whole life. Scotty, were you a Disney lifer, or how did I feel like we asked this before, but
I've had my annual pass for at least a good 15, 16 years before even I met this one here. There was a stint where I worked at Disney for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was probably in my 20s because I'm carbon dating myself right now. I was custodial, but honestly, I didn't care because custodial get to go around the entire park, whereas, people in attractions and everything else have to stay in one spot for their entire shift. I got to go everywhere. So I've been behind it, the backstage. I've been inside, Space Mountain.
That's so cool.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it. But as far as parks, I don't know. I like DCA. That one's my favorite because it's a smaller park. And there's a lot more, I think, okay, this is going to be funny. It's a lot more food-wise for me.
Oh, there is. I agree.
There's
they have the food, their version of Food and Wine there, right? Don't they?
Yeah, they have the Food and Wine there. They have the Festival of the Holidays, which is coming up soon.
Yeah.
I've not done either one of those California versions.
Oh my gosh.
When I went to DCA, they had the wine area, and it was definitely low attendance.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think that's why I liked it. It was
the Blue Sky Cellar, a lot of people don't really go there. It only gets crowded during the food festivals because they turn that into the AP corner and everything. So it's fun.
I haven't been there in years, so it's different than when I've been there. I have not done Well, what Cars, the Cars ride I've not done.
Oh my gosh.
That one's
Yeah,
fun.
my wife says it'll be like my favorite.
Oh, Cars Land you'll absolutely love because
it looks like what we have.
Toy Story Land?
No. What's the car ride? Gonzo, your car ride you love in Epcot. What's it called?
Test
Track. Test Track. Thank you. I got Test Track. It looks like Test Track, but themed cool.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is you get to race all around in that dirt track in Radiator Springs. You get to ride that part in the ride and everything, which makes it so much fun.
I want to do that.
And you get to you race against someone. That's the other like really fun part about it. I think my favorite part of Cars Land is at night.
Yeah.
When the neons light up, like
I've heard that.
It literally looks like you're walking into the movie. So every little bit of it is just like the road that you go on in Radiator Springs. So literally,
we need to do a Disneyland meetup for all my Disney groups that I love.
Yeah.
You'll probably see me cry because I miss Disneyland a lot.
Yeah.
And there's so many of you guys I love. I got to do it.
You definitely have to do a meetup.
I need more money.
We all do.
So we all do.
Are the tickets the same price then here in Florida, or is it different? Or
they're more pricey for some reason. We've noticed that the prices of Walt Disney World tickets are a lot cheaper, and the annual passes are a lot cheaper than they are over here. Which I don't understand that, and also the hotels too. Like over in Walt Disney World, if you really, really needed to stretch your buck, you could get a room at like the value resorts on a good day for like $70-$80 a night if you're playing your cards right. Over here you can't. It's like literally like maybe if you're lucky you could get a room for $150.
Well, it's supply and demand. I mean,
in
Florida
we only have 3 hotel
opportunities, options. Yeah, exactly.
And plus Walt Disney bought all that land.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted he had this land out here, but because the city built around him fast because they knew.
Yeah, as soon as Disneyland was open, like everybody started buying land around it.
Because they just knew that was going to go up like in years, and it has. So there's so many hotels out here now and plus the way the taxes are in Orange County, it's like high out there. It's like I think 10% in Orange County, like just in Orange County as far as taxes. But like. Yeah, it's just basically like you were saying, it's down to supply and demand. There's people out here that, they'll buy the cheapest annual pass just to go. And when Disney was doing the whole reservation system for Galaxy's Edge, it threw everybody off, and just that's why the attendance was low because people were pissed.
Yeah. Well, because they were blocking out the lower pass holders.
Yeah.
So the only pass holders that were able to go into Galaxy's Edge when it opened was the premium the annual pass holders, which are the ones that have the highest tier. They have no blackout dates. So they were able to go, and for like the first 2 months, right?
2 months.
That they only had those pass holders. Wow. And then they started opening it up to the other ones month by month. So it was like
the thing. Disneyland is a locals park.
Yeah.
People don't want to believe that.
Yeah, and they don't realize, I don't think, like, the whole thing is they should look at the numbers, because annual pass holders are what keeps that place in business. It's what keeps it going. But I think they anticipated so many people to travel to Disneyland to experience Galaxy's Edge, which they did. But it's like after 2 or 3 days, they're gone. And then it's like, then what?
Well, part of it also is their awesome planning.
Yeah.
They're pretty good engineers. They're pretty good.
But Disneyland was a ghost town for like the first 3 months after Galaxy's Edge opened.
Like even when I went, it was
you could walk on to every other ride. You could walk on to Peter Pan. Walk on.
Tell me if I'm wrong, because if you're a local, if you're an annual pass holder, if you're you guys, once you do it twice, maybe the third time, why are you going when you think the whole world of vacationers are coming? They didn't, because that's not how it works out there.
Exactly.
Some people go to Anaheim for Disneyland. I get that, but it's not like Orlando. It's not like you go for 6-7 days. You're coming from England, this and that.
Yeah,
it's a locals park, and
a lot of us that have annual passes, we go after work because it's so close and convenient. We'll sometimes go after work and have dinner. We'll just go for the weekend just to hang out with our friends. There's a lot of people that just go to meet up with, other people. And a lot of times we don't go on rides. We just hang out with our friends and go out to eat and, go see all the sights and stuff. So for them, like, their money's not being made in like souvenir sales and all that kind of stuff, because we don't do that. We have like whatever we need. The only thing that is like a hot commodity over here is like the popcorn buckets.
Oh my gosh. And I love the Haunted Mansion popcorn buckets.
Oh yeah.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
So,
have you seen the cauldron buckets?
Yeah, we got one. We got one.
So those are a hot commodity right now.
Yeah. So why do you think the merchandise, I think the coolest merchandise are in you guys' park and not in Orlando? Do you know why? Do you think? But why? What is that? Because usually you get a lot of stuff that are pretty awesome, and we don't get those sometimes.
I think the reason, and I found this out like doing some digging and stuff, but we have like an overall CEO, right, that handles both parks, both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. But then they also have their own management that runs Disneyland and one that runs Walt Disney World. So they run them completely separate. They can make their own choices.
Wow.
And as long as they run it by the top guy and he says yes, that's how it is. So the merchandise can be completely different from Walt Disney World versus Disneyland. That's the reason why Walt Disney World has magic bands. We still have fast passes. It's like so many different things that are so different, but yet it's the same entity. So that's the reason why they're able to make their own choices on what they want to do.
Well,
I'm
intrigued by the magic band,
and we don't.
Yeah, like you guys have the orange bird. We don't have the orange bird.
Yeah, the orange
Florida thing.
Popular out here.
It's a Florida thing, though.
Yeah.
And the only reason why that became popular again, you guys, technically, Orange Bird has been around for decades. Like that thing, when it first came out, I think it was the 70s or
the Orange Growers. It was the Orange Growers.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the mascot, which was the Orange Bird. That's what they created it for. But it didn't take off as big as people thought it would take off.
Well, they stopped. They tried to sell it to Disney, and Disney said no. And then
what happened was people from Tokyo, because Tokyo fans are huge Disney fans. They found out that there was Orange Bird merchandise floating out there in the internet and old, merchandise that they had. And they started buying it up like crazy. It was selling out, and there was a huge demand for the Orange Bird merchandise. And it started growing and growing and growing. And next thing you know, they brought the Orange Bird back.
Well, they brought it to Japan first. They were making merch just there for a few years.
For years, because they wanted it.
And just like, who just said it? The Lin Project. I want the Tango Lantern bucket from Shanghai. If people want it, it'll come. It'll sell on eBay for too much, and then they'll all of a sudden it'll be.
We get stuff from Tokyo all the time.
This bucket right here. This bucket I bought for her on eBay. I think it was like $50 some odd. But this is the difference between what's out there at like Paris and Shanghai and Tokyo, as opposed to what we have here. So I'll show you right now.
Yeah, Mar knows, Anita Bryant and the Orange Bird. Mar knows. Look at that.
Can't wait to see it.
I love Orange Bird. Here, we'll go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, I've seen that one. I mean, I've seen it on eBay. I've seen it on Instagram.
Wow.
Cool.
The Steamboat Willie popcorn bucket, which opened, where is it? Right here.
Nice. Scotty, what you got it on eBay?
Yeah, and then the best part is...
Oh, nice. That's applause right there.
So what I want to do is I actually want to take the whistle part out that squeaks. I want to take this whole thing apart, and I want to put a chip that plays the Steamboat Willie song. So when you push it plays the song.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you look on eBay, just look up like Tokyo Disney popcorn buckets. You'd be amazed at what those look like compared to what we have here.
Really?
It kind of puts ours to shame.
When Prince Charming Dev went to Tokyo, the popcorn buckets that he showed, oh my gosh, like they have a Winnie the Pooh popcorn bucket that has him with the honey. The Toy Story one, the wagon.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
That's it's
I think I know that one.
Toy Story, like
the
what do you call it? The toy chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Andy's
know
Toy
that
Chest.
one.
There's so many out there that are just amazing. The Tokyo merchandise is, no joke, guys, like 20 times better than the merchandise we have out here. They have
Look at
everything.
the light bus here. That's the
Oh, yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
$50.
Yeah. That's about the price you're going to have to pay on eBay for the popcorn buckets at Disney over there in Tokyo to just have them out here.
Yeah.
And the really neat thing about Tokyo Disney is you don't have to buy the popcorn. You can actually just go into the merch shops and they have them on the shelves.
Oh, nice.
So you can just buy the buckets.
Yeah, you don't have to buy popcorn.
Yeah.
Over there, they have them on the shelves. And so you can just buy the popcorn bucket outright without getting popcorn in it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in my family, because
Like he was a lion.
Reagan
Look,
loves
right
the
there.
popcorn.
Yeah.
There it is.
$50 right there.
Yep. Yeah. Another good one they have is the Chippendale basket.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, that one's so cute.
The
Yeah.
what basket? Which one?
It's Chippendale on top with like some flowers, but the whole popcorn bucket looks like a weaved basket.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, and that's a
awesome.
popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're making a plan on going to Tokyo. It's going to take a couple of years before
This
we
one?
do it.
Yep, that's
But,
the one.
That one is adorable.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that.
I want that one so
How
bad.
much is it, Gonzo?
That's awesome.
How much is it?
43 plus free shipping, I guess. That's what it says. Yeah.
No, I wonder how many people in the chat here are going to go bid on
Yeah,
it.
they're probably buying it now.
I didn't know they sold this stuff on eBay.
Don't
Pretty
buy
cool.
my bucket. No.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like talking about going to the character warehouse, even, and the employee place. If you've got a hookup in Tokyo,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get over there. When I was younger, when I was a kiddo and I lived with my parents, we would have exchange students all the time. And one pair of German kids, we stayed in contact with them. And
Mhm.
my dad would actually go to we'd go to wherever we bought Levi's and ship them to the guys in Germany. And they would sell them and make a fortune. And
Oh, wow.
I remember having my dad talking about, why are we giving this? We should just do it ourselves. But it was pre-eBay, obviously.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
but it, the world's a different place. You can get anything now if you've got the right hookup. But
Oh, yeah.
I like
Disney
this one.
is awesome. Oh, here, they pull you up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's a cool one.
Yeah, I like this one.
The
Pretty
Mickey
cool.
one.
The Mickey one, yeah.
The
That's
funny
pretty
thing
awesome.
is, doesn't Paris have different ones too?
Yeah,
$30.
Paris has different ones too, but they're not as big on popcorn buckets as they are with us and Tokyo. Like, we're the big ones that like love the popcorn buckets. They're not so big on popcorn buckets.
If this is the one they were talking about, that we did.
Yes.
Look at that, Jeff.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That
think
one is so cute. They have that one, and then they have another one that's like, I think he's sitting in front of Honey or something. They might have discontinued that one because I've seen that one and I was like, I want that one.
I think my favorite for me personally is the Tron Light Cycle
Oh,
popcorn
yes.
bucket from Shanghai Disney.
Yes.
Because
I
they
don't know that I've seen that one. I've heard about that one. But I don't
yeah,
know.
they have the Tron ride over there, which is going to be out here next year in Florida. So hopefully I can go to that
Yeah.
because if I could just fly for a weekend just to get on that ride, I'm happy with it.
It's supposed to be good. You know what else Disneyland has that we don't have out in Florida?
Huh.
Celebrities. I'm not a big celebrity guy, but do you guys follow the Disney celebrity Instagram?
Yeah.
Evans was there today, and it's funny. I think it's funny there's an account for that, but that doesn't happen in Walt Disney World, or if it does, it's not noticed as much. I mean, obviously Hollywood.
Yeah. Over here, it's because they're smaller parks. You can notice them more. And for us, the way we notice is that we'll see a plaid shirt walking around first. And
Yeah.
then we always look who's behind the plaid shirt. So we see a plaid shirt walking around. We're like, okay, who are they escorting? And we've ran into so many
We
celebrities
saw
at
Kim
Disneyland.
Kardashian. Remember?
Yeah, we've seen the Kardashians.
Really?
there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Kim and Chris. It was Kim, Chris, Courtney, and the kids were all there at Disneyland together.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we were sitting at the Holly Jolly.
Yeah, we're sitting at Jolly Holiday, and
There
they
you go.
walked right past
Yeah.
us. And then
Yeah,
I ran into John Stamos one time. Like literally, when I run into him,
Huge Disney nut.
I like bumped into him, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And I looked up, and he's like, "It's okay." And I was like,
He's
Uncle
there a
Joey.
lot. He's a Disney nut.
Or Uncle Jesse.
Uncle
I was like,
Joey.
Uncle Jesse.
I totally did call him Joey,
It's
too.
funny he called him Uncle Joey because I saw Joey Lawrence there back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
His whole, him and a unbelievably gorgeous girl had the whole Jungle Cruise to themselves. Like they
Oh wow.
they were the ones in the boat. And I mean, I didn't care. Whoa, he's the other one. Whoa, I didn't care about him, but he wanted to be noticed.
Yeah.
But sometimes celebs don't even get noticed. I mean,
Yeah,
Kristen
some
Tatum-
don't want to be noticed.
Usually.
Some want to be noticed. You could tell the difference because the ones that
Joey Lawrence wanted to be noticed that day.
yeah, the ones that want to be noticed come with an entourage.
Yes.
So they have like 10, 20 people that are around them and bodyguards and all that kind of stuff.
There it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
That one.
Yeah,
I
that's-
love it. It's so cute.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Adorable.
Oh my gosh.
I love
love
Uber.
that popcorn
Love
bucket.
it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, like some of them don't want to be noticed, and then there's ones that like John Stamos. He only had one plaid shirt, and he was by himself, oddly. And I was walking, and I passed plaid shirt, but I didn't even notice him until I like bumped into him on accident. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then I looked up and I seen him. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, and then I walked away, and my friend was with me, and I was like, he smells so good.
Oh my God. Really?
It's funny. Like I'm not a fan of any of his shows. I'm a fan of him because he's a Disney nut. Like I
Yeah,
like him because he's a Disney nut. I mean, I'm sure his shows are fine, but they're just not my thing.
yeah,
I couldn't even name anything he's in, but the one where he's Uncle Jesse.
yeah. Full House.
Full House. I was gonna say, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
But he's just a Disney nut. I don't know. I like that.
yeah.
Something about that I like.
And I mean, the thing is I think just being in California alone, you run into celebrities. Like if you go in downtown Hollywood, you just go in certain shopping districts like the Grove, you can run into celebrities all the time. Like I run
My
into
wife loved the Grove.
Bonnie.
I never went. Wifey and the kids were there all the time.
Oh yeah, the Grove is gorgeous. But he's actually run into Johnny Depp, like bumped into him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I actually hit his shoulder when I used to work at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA.
Which is where all the celebrities go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Mike Wheeler's in the house. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey, Mike.
I know that area well. We grew up in. I had family in the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was right at the Ivy, right there, like down the street from the hospital, is where I bumped into him because everybody goes to the Ivy, who's well known and popular.
Yeah.
But
I feel bad for him. He's had a rough couple of years, and I
yeah,
love the guy. And
yeah,
Yeah.
if all he ever did was Pirates, thank you, Johnny Depp, and he's done so much more than that. Like
Yeah.
I think most actors are insane. Wow, that was somebody's behind you really, really quick. That was funny.
yeah. That's.
Yeah, that's my
motorcycle we heard earlier.
But okay, you want to hear a funny story about a celebrity meetup?
Yeah.
So you're gonna see her face right now. We were in Vegas.
Oh gosh.
There it is. So we went to Vegas for.
Why are you telling this story?
Yeah, this is the Treasure
Why
Island
are
story.
you telling
Because this is like the best celebrity
Oh, you got like
meetup.
voices from everywhere. It's freaking me out. I like it.
Oh,
It's like,
no, it's-
Birthday right here.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi,
So we went.
That's a good-looking hand right there. Let me
We
tell
have
you.
a full house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Uncle Jesse now.
So we.
We're gonna do an intro with the different names and the music, like.
Oh God, no. So we were out in Vegas for a couple of days, and we were at Treasure Island, and she looks over in the distance and she sees Max and Val from Dancing with the Stars.
I've heard of that show. I've never watched it. I don't know any of that.
Girls, you have to agree with me. Like Dancing with the Stars. I mean,
Max and who?
Max and
Max
Val.
and Val Tremoski, their
I
brother.
mean, I know Max and Goofy, but I don't know.
Did you start crying? Or
I met Max with
They're
Gonzo.
the other dynamic duo.
Are they two of the dancers that are like?
Yeah, they're two of the professional
Okay,
dancers.
so
Let's see.
this is
Hold on,
them.
let me do the.
Okay. There, I gave you a picture you can look
Oh,
at.
Jesus.
Oh, they totally stole my abs. Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is them. They're brothers. I
Okay.
mean, they're both, on Dancing with the Stars. We see them in the distance.
I didn't do it on purpose.
You didn't let me finish the story. So she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, I want to meet them, and they were like in this like little like
You
ship
started
area.
taking off your shirt.
Well,
If my stomach like that, I would never wear a shirt. Whatever.
this is gonna be funny. So they're walking from the ship out, and so she's like, hey, can I take a picture with you guys? So she stood in between both of them.
Bye, Lynn. Thanks for being here.
And which one was it again?
Val.
Her hand accidentally slipped and grabbed Val's butt.
Oh boy.
It was an accident.
Yeah,
It was like gravity.
Yeah.
We get arrested for that. Whatever.
I don't know. He had a smile on his face though in the picture.
Right?
So that's the picture we have that will live in infamy with this one right here. That was like
my wife, not me.
celebrity meetup.
In the chat.
And then there's whenever I edited the photo.
Yeah.
That we don't speak
Oh
of.
yeah, we don't speak of that one.
Yeah. So, but it's just
Because of my
That's
You'll
funny.
never let me live that down.
no, because that was like the best time of her life. Her smile was ear to ear for like a day and a half. Like it was just hilarious watching her. Like I would talk to her and she'd be like, hey, I'm good.
Let's just say it was so funny that I had to Photoshop it.
Yeah, it was. Just,
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah,
It was a
gravity.
complete
Gravity's fault.
accident.
Accident. Yeah. Okay.
I see it's there.
But yeah, it's like her. I think that was her like best celebrity meetup moment ever.
There too. That's funny.
Look at her face.
Christy
No,
Fish is
mine
wearing a mask.
was going to a house party whenever I was in high school. You know, when you're in high school, you do dumb things. So I showed up at a house party. It just so happened to be at Snoop Dogg's house.
Wow.
Wow, really?
And you haven't been able to take a drug test since. So, you know, Snoop Dogg.
What about that time you met Dee in the elevator?
Oh yeah, the time I met Dee Snider in an elevator. I was in an elevator at a hotel in Vegas. And like the elevator opens up and he walks in and the elevator closes. It's just me and him in the elevator. And I'm like,
No way.
I love your music. He's like, oh, cool.
He's like, I don't even like my music. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
literally. Like, that's all I could
The
say. I
only
was
words
like,
that she could utter was, "Hey Dee, I
yeah,
love your music."
yep, that's pretty much
And that's
it.
it. And
And
then
he was
she
like,
left.
cool.
He's actually pretty awesome. Like he's
Yeah.
known from one song, but he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. I just couldn't get words out. I get starstruck when I meet celebrities. He
Do
does.
you really live in
Yeah,
there?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. When I hear that I'm shocked that you're a Southern California, Orange County specifically person.
Yeah.
Most people who live out there don't,
because I think
because you see them.
I don't see them as often as other people do. So like I do get starstruck because there's only a few celebrities I've run into. But like he's seen so many of them because he
Living where you live, I'm surprised to hear that.
Well, he worked at a hospital that like they literally are there all the time. Like he was
had TMZ. You have TMZ on speed dial. Hey, guess who's in the hospital?
I know, right?
$50. I mean, that's why TMZ works, right?
I worked at Cedar Sinai Medical Center, which is like the one of the top 5 medical centers in the country. Yeah. But the weird thing about it is,
it took me a week to wash my hand. By the way.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Wow. So there's actually a whole section of the hospital that is only for celebrities.
Oh wow!
So when they come in, it's the building has 2 security guards, one at the very front door to let them in, and one at the check-in counter.
And that's where all the TMZ guys are hanging out,
right? Yeah. So anyone
in the airport.
Yeah. So anyone that needs to go have like some sort of medical treatment or go see a doctor or whatever, that's where they go. And you can't get in there at all unless you either work for Cedars or you're yeah. So
yeah, he was there at the hospital the day Michael Jackson passed away.
Yeah.
Your little friend keeps walking by with their
phone. Oh yeah, my cousin.
We see you just because your hand's there. We see you.
I know, right? But yeah, I was actually working the day they brought Michael Jackson in.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's
that's funny. I have a little tiny Michael Jackson's dying story. Can I tell it really fast?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm at work, and so we had multiple sites, and I managed multiple sites. And the key guy who helped me manage multiple sites calls me up and says, Michael Jackson just died. Well, we had a guy named Michael Jackson who worked for us.
Oh
He was in
man.
charge of one of my sites, and I'm sitting in front of a Starbucks, leaving to go to one of the sites, and it's changing my day in my head. Oh no, now I got to go here. Oh my gosh, one of our employees died. What happened? And I'm asking all these questions, and he's answering them, and they make no sense. He's answering, Michael Jackson died. So I mean, I don't want to be funny about some guy dying, but I don't even want to say it's funny now. But that was a weird day for me.
Yeah.
And that was a weird day for me, like everybody else. It was a weird day, but
yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, and it's funny you had the elevator story. It's weird being in an elevator with a celebrity.
Yeah. Especially when you're by yourself. It wasn't like it was me, him, and like 3 other people. It was like me and him. And it was funny because I was at one of my friends' weddings. She was getting married there at the hotel. And we had just finished the ceremony and everything. We're going back up to the hotel to get ready to, hang out and do the reception and all that stuff. So we went back up to the hotel room to like get ready and stuff. And I had forgot something in my car. So I ran downstairs, got in the elevator, went downstairs, got the stuff out of my car, came back into the hotel and went to go get into the elevator, and he was right there. And I went up 1 floor, and then the door opened and he walked in, and then he was going up to the top floor, I guess, the penthouse. But it was like the door opened and he's standing right there, and I'm like, so what just happened?
My elevator story is kind of fun. I was at a conference, Boys and Girls Club conference, and the speaker was Colin Powell. And he's up there talking about technology and youth and leadership. And Colin Powell, the dude considered running for president. Like, this is a serious dude. And he's got handlers, and he's a big man. I want to say he's intimidating, but it's right on the edge of intimidating, right?
Yeah.
And in his speech, he's talking about how invading it is for people to walk up to him and take a selfie and meet him, on the street. Like, he doesn't like that. He's a big security guy, and it makes him uncomfortable. And he's basically telling people, if you see me, don't ask for a selfie.
Yeah.
And then the speech is over, and everybody's leaving, and I'm in a elevator with Colin Powell and his handler, one of my employees, and nothing to say but, I can't take a selfie, can I? You're going to shoot me if I ask for a selfie right here. What do I do? So I said, I liked your speech. And he's, thank you, and left. And it was I don't comfortable very easy. But he had just spent 90 minutes saying, don't do what I really wanted to do right then.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, you've got a gun, but I'll just.
I know, right?
No, it didn't work out.
The other cool one was when we went to see The Lion King at the Greek Theater.
Oh, yeah.
We literally ran into
tons of celebrities.
Chuck Liddell.
Oh, I love Chuck Liddell.
Got pictures with him.
No, I'm jealous.
Mario Lopez.
I like he's
nice.
Ian Ziering.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
He plays Steve on 90210. The guy from Sharknado.
Ah, okay.
I know who he is. I don't know him well, but I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
And oh my God, his name just completely escaped me.
Which one?
Rico from.
Oh my God.
Suave? Rico Suave?
No. Rico from
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Although it's just fun to say Rico Suave. So.
Yeah.
You never saw that movie, Jeff?
It's that Russian name.
Yeah.
Who's Stephen Amell? Christy's talking about being all about
Stephen Amell is the guy who plays Oliver Queen in the TV series Arrow.
Oh, my wife and one of my kids loves that show.
He's Green Arrow.
Name.
Yeah, Stephen Amell. That's him.
I might know who it is. Yeah. That'd be big in my house too.
Oh my God, what? Casper Van Dien.
Yeah. Oh, I recognize that name. Yeah.
He was there too. So like they actually, all of them let me take selfies with him. They were the coolest people.
Yeah.
Ian Ziering.
Chuck Liddell was really cool because he actually picked Ari up, and it's like.
Yeah. He picked her up because he had his daughter in one arm, and then he picked up Arissa in the other arm. So I've
stood in line for some UFC star pictures and autographs. Not Chuck Liddell. I would love it.
Yeah.
Actually, I got Matt Hughes right by Disneyland.
Wow.
And then it was crazy.
It was like a Walmart.
The cast of Raven's Home on the Disney Channel, they were all there. And some of the cast from Descendants were there. And
Ooh,
they actually hung out with Ari for the day. Like they invited her into the group, and they were all like all the celebrity stars kids were hanging out with each other, and Ari was just right in there with them, like hanging out and running around with them and stuff. So he was like, it was the best day of my life.
That's cool. Christy says Keith Urban is a really nice guy. I'm not a country guy, but I know who Keith Urban is.
Yeah.
He was with Nicole Kidman for a while.
Yeah.
I've heard he's a nice guy. I don't know anything about him, but I feel like I've heard that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's weird because like
Kilroy's going to get me starstruck. Super enthused is a Disney. If I meet a Disney YouTuber, I'm going to be more excited than if I meet Brad Pitt. Like I'm weird for that stuff. That's cool, Kilroy. Very cool.
Yeah.
No way,
Pam. I've met a couple of like Disney YouTubers, like big ones, right, and some of them are weird and awkward. I mean, they're not very like approachable.
You won't name any names in case they're.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to name names, but some of them are really nice.
Guy, whatever.
Some of them are really, really nice, and they're great. And then there's other ones that are just like. Just saying.
I hear you, Gonzo. I hear you.
Yeah. So.
Wow, what is this about?
I know he knows a couple of them. That's why he's laughing so much.
We got Eminem and Taylor Swift pharmacy stories in chat.
Really?
That's crazy, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
wow.
Wow.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, I have celebrities in my family. I don't talk about them because, like, to me, they're just family.
Well, your name is Is it Darth Vader?
I wish.
Right.
It is. I need to know.
I wish.
Your grandpa's Palpatine.
Just like.
That's a good one.
That's funny.
That would be awesome.
I can see it every Christmas. He comes over, you're opening up his gifts, and he's all good.
Let that them go through you.
Yeah, because he gave you the wrong.
You buy them,
right?
Well, I want to know what's on the.
We have them in my family, and it's just kind of like, okay. But
it's different in California.
Yeah, it's totally different whenever they're family, because then you just see them as like. Family. That's who they are. They're family.
Now, let me ask you: are movies or TV? That's it. That's the only question.
TV.
Well, there's celebrities that are different.
Cool.
I have. Okay. I have one in TV. 2 in sports.
Nice.
And 1 in music.
Nice.
So they go into music right there. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, music runs in our family. We have like a very musical family. So my mom was a backup singer. My dad was a lead singer and a bass drummer, or a bassist, guitarist. And my grandmother was a blues singer. So it runs in my family.
I'm jealous. I wish I could turn up the radio good. Other than that, I don't have any musical.
Yeah, like I'm very musically inclined. Like I could sing and all that stuff. That was my passion. I was supposed to be a singer when I grew up, but that didn't happen. I ended up getting pregnant. I was supposed to be a backup singer for Patti LaBelle, and
Patti LaBelle.
I ended up getting pregnant.
It's known to happen. Christy says Jay Atkins is her grandfather's cousin. That's fun.
Yeah.
Disney Boffins, welcome in. Hello. Oh, I bet it's late there. Glad you're here.
Yeah, just for the record, like I had nothing to do with what she just said. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could have tried to blame you for that.
We're good.
If I wasn't reading the chat, I might have been funnier there.
That's funny. Scotty dated a model for like 1 month.
No, it wasn't even a month. It was 2 weeks, and my friends cried when we broke up. My
right? Yeah, but you don't have to listen to her. Did you say something like that?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's funny.
No, it's funny because she dumped him because she wanted better.
Which was, I was like, okay. I'm like, I can understand.
That's exactly when she dumped him. She told me, like, I could get better.
Wow. And then when I talked to her, trying to like, do you need us to help you get her back? I'm like, no, it's fine. Well, we can get her back for you. I'm like, no, it's good.
Here's more Southern California good news. You can't drop a rock without hitting the model in the toe, so you're all right.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Honestly, like that's pretty much how it is. Yeah. So
Southern California, it is what it is. Yeah. When we moved out here, it was funny. Like at church, people are like, "Oh, have you been to Hollywood?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's dirty and gross." No. Tell us all about Hollywood. It's dirty.
yeah, people don't understand that. Like, why do they come here and they think, "Oh, it's a glitz and glamour and everything"? It's like, do you understand that Hollywood Boulevard smells like a sewage dump?
It's one of
Really?
the worst places. Oh, it's
Like, it smells like sewage.
Oh, God.
And then there's tons of people that are like out there. They're dressed up as like fake characters. So
they
have
are not the actors.
Spider-Man and a broke Superman, like hanging out in the corner.
Like
and
Las Vegas?
you can only take pictures with them if you give them $5.
It's Breaking Bad
They haven't been cleaned in a month.
as superheroes.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like Las Vegas, something like that.
Way worse. Way worse.
Okay.
We haven't been out there in a decade, but am I right? Way worse. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're trying to clean it up, so it's getting there, but it's like
California is trying to clean up. No, they're not.
they're trying
California
to.
is trying to get in your wallet. That's all that California is trying to do.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I love you guys, and I love lots of people in California. But as an ex-Californian,
That's why we live far,
Get out.
far away from Hollywood and LA.
it is a pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost as bad as New Orleans streets. That's a good example, actually, Christy. I agree with that. It's New Orleans probably has more of it. Well, but LA, I hear is getting way worse. I haven't been in LA downtown in quite some time, but I hear that.
Oh yeah, LA downtown. I mean, the only thing that I like in downtown LA is like if you go to like Koreatown, like Garment District.
Oh, like 4th and Santee.
Yeah,
and
like
Olympic
Santee
Boulevard.
Alley. Yeah, those are cool. Because
My dad had a
districts.
clothing thing for a while. He would go to the Garment District. This is, well, I was in college, so this was a good 20, 25 years ago now. It was getting bad, but I can't.
Yeah, the shopping districts are all right. And then there's certain parts of Hollywood that they are cleaning up a little bit, but it's still like
Just see the sign from the freeway. Drive by, see the sign from the freeway, and keep going.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Don't stop.
With the traffic, you'll be there long enough to get 100 pictures. You'll be fine.
Yeah, there's so many people that are like, oh, I want to go and see the Hollywood sign, and I want to go look on the Walk of Fame and everything. I'm like, really? Do you?
You do until you do it, and then you don't.
It's like, I don't think you really want to go there. I could show you so many better things.
You don't want to do the TMZ tour. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
don't
okay,
get off the bus. How about that?
Yeah. It's like, good luck on that.
I think the only thing people really enjoy on Hollywood Boulevard is the El Capitan Theater.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. My wife and my kids do that way more than me. I only did it maybe 2-3 times. They used to go a lot. And you make a good point. That's right there too. That's in the ick.
Yeah, the El Capitan is there. They have the Grauman's Chinese Theater. They have Capitol Records right there.
Well, Hollywood and Vine, or I'm sorry, Hollywood and Highland is a whole new shopping area.
Yeah,
that's over
it's
there.
brand new that they cleaned up.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like all high-end shops now. Like a lot of people go there now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still bad because they have those people that are dressed up in costumes. I mean, Minnie Mouse has seen better days. To be honest with you.
Minnie Mouse is
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like next time I go out that way, I'll take a picture of Minnie
It looks
Mouse
like
for you
somebody.
guys.
It looks
Yeah,
like
do it.
a black eye or something.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
Yeah.
It's seriously, it's a Breaking Bad druggie
Pretty much.
in the Minnie Mouse suit. I'm telling you.
Wow.
But the El Capitan, like Disney people know El Capitan, and they do some neat stuff. I didn't go, but they went and saw, I don't know, Pirates of the Caribbean, either the second or third one, and they have so much amazing. If you're a Disney nut, check out the El Capitan and go to some of those
Oh
events.
yeah, that's like one of the places that you definitely should go to.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is that anytime that they premiere a Disney film, they have it premiere there first, and then also have a package. So not only do you get your ticket, but you also get like maybe some other little goodies involved with the movie. They also have, and then they have that diner that's right next door
the
to
Gary
it.
Deli soda fountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have the great pins there. We did the Santa Claus with Martin Short. We did that one, the premiere there.
Oh, that's cool.
But we homeschooled our kids, so I'd go to work and my wife would have more time. They would do those events a lot. But I only did 2 or 3, but very cool stuff there.
Yeah, I did the Nightmare Before Christmas one.
Oh, nice.
When we did the anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas, and the guy who sings the Oogie Boogie song, he plays Oogie Boogie. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he was there. Ken Page.
Yeah. Yes.
He was there. And he actually sang the Oogie Boogie song before the movie.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, so Hollywood Bowl, Halloween. I don't know if they're doing it this year. They do it a lot. Nightmare Before Christmas. Danny Elfman.
Yes.
Probably my favorite. There you go. There's a celebrity I would really like to meet. Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
I
Danny
would love to
Elfman?
hear him sing. I mean, he doesn't sing anymore. Obviously, he's got the ear issues, but whatever. That live Nightmare Before Christmas thing they do at Hollywood Bowl is goals for me.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Danny Elfman is amazing. I've always been a fan of Danny Elfman because of, I'm a huge fan of Oingo Boingo. So
me too. I love you.
Yes.
So his autograph on a.
And it was so funny because there's so many people that didn't put two and two together that it's like Danny Elfman, composer, like he was the lead singer of Oingo Boingo. Like, put it together, people.
A lot of people don't know that band, and them and Depeche Mode are my favorite two bands ever.
Such a good band.
You want to know something funny? There's a tribute band out here for Oingo Boingo, but the funny part is the band members are the former members of Oingo Boingo.
Johnny Vatos, right? Johnny Vatos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Oingo Boingo.
Yeah. They're around here performing a lot too. So
I would go to that. Like, do they have somebody who sings like Danny, or what? How does that go?
We haven't been to one of the shows yet. We've been thinking about going because
I get out there. We're going.
Yeah, we like to do a lot of tribute bands and check them out and stuff.
Fun. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we used to go to there was a TV show that they used to have on Access. It was called the
World's
Greatest Tribute Band. And we used to be regulars on that show. We used to get tickets free all the time. So we've seen like Queen tribute bands. We've seen like
The Cure, Elton John,
Fleetwood Mac.
Nice.
So many tribute bands.
Fleetwood Mac is actually their own tribute band now because they don't have their boy.
Yeah, so we do that a lot, and we want to go and check them out because
actually Queen is now too. Queen's their own tribute band now too.
Yeah.
Actually, that dude, what's his name? The guy. That dude can sing.
Yep.
Well,
I love Queen, but
Adam Lambert's a good, choice for Queen and everything. But me personally, my favorite
Robbie Williams.
Who'd you say?
Robbie Williams.
I love Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
He's a lunatic. But I love Robbie Williams.
Yeah. You redid that song on Knight's Tale with Queen, and it's like he's
We
like
Are the
perfect,
Champions.
Yeah. He was like the perfect choice to.
I need to go hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he actually toured with Queen at one point for
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get into live music talk. I watched Chester Bennington as the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh.
Way, if you want to be a lead singer, don't lead sing for Stone Temple Pilots because apparently you have to die right afterwards. But
I actually
love Chester.
I've met Scott Whelan and the band Stone Temple Pilots.
What?
My mom's boss, his daughter was actually dating one of the members of the band, and so whenever he was going through his
don't do that, daughters. By the way,
yeah, whenever he was going through his like rehab and all that stuff like that, they were looking at getting another lead singer for the band. And they were mulling ideas around. And one of the ideas that they were thinking of having me come in as the lead singer for Stone Temple Pilots. And they wanted me to audition. And I was like, I cannot take Scott Whelan's place. Like, there's no
way. Are you serious?
Yeah. They wanted me to audition. I was like, I don't want to do it.
Huh. Oh, I can't sing, and I would have done it.
I know every single song, but I don't know how to do it.
Wow. Yeah, you got to do that just so you can say you did it. That's amazing.
There's been a couple of bands that like have needed a new front runner or lead singer, and people come to me and they're like, "Do it," and I'm just
we need to hear you sing, girl. That's awesome. I love Chester. I love Linkin Park. I love Chester. I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him. But whatever. But this all came from Danny Elfman talk, right? And Johnny. So you got to go see. I don't know what they call the band, but I used to follow. I'm never on Facebook, but Johnny Vatos. I follow him. I actually had some conversations. Again, just Facebook conversations,
Yeah.
Because I love him. I love that band. And most of that band, that band was 100 different people, 100 different times. Bartek and Elfman and Vatos were like the three ones that were there the most, right?
Yeah.
In the guitar guy who's working with Elfman now and composing now. And I guess Johnny Vatos is still playing drums for whoever. I mean, I don't know what else he's doing, but interesting stuff.
Yeah, I would really like one. That's one of my things is I really want to meet Danny Elfman.
Oh,
that's a bucket list for me.
I don't get starstruck, but that dude would be.
Yeah.
I would be hard pressed to be a normal human with that guy.
I know. I literally would lose. He's my favorite ginger.
Mama Mouse in the house. Welcome in. How are you, my friend? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's 8:40. We can't stay too much longer. I didn't check on who's going live. I think usually Shep goes after this. I don't know. I'd like to send people over to somebody. But before we end, favorite band you've seen live and who do you want to see live? Let's go around. Actually, Gonzo, you don't like live music, right? Didn't we talk about this once? So
yeah.
If you want to stay out of it, I'll let you stay out of it. But you guys, favorite band you've seen live and favorite band you'd like to see live?
Her favorite band was Boys to Social Security.
It was not. Gonzo remembers that whole stream.
Well, I don't know what we're speaking of.
So
And we lost Gonzo.
It's an inside joke because I don't get it.
We had done a Thursday night live stream once, talking about our honeymoon and the things that we're going to be doing while we're at the honeymoon. And one of the one things I really wanted to do was see Boys to Men in concert when they do the E to the B. So they were talking about it, and Scotty made a joke about them being like ancient, and they're being like boys to walkers, and then people started with like men to caskets, and then they were talking about how they were going to be like on a hover round on the stage, like driving around their scooters and bumping into each other. It was this whole thing, like
the old guy in
rails.
That's crazy.
That is
they're going to be singing like "End of the Road" while one of them has a heart attack, and they're going to pull him off the stage. And
that was fun.
Whole thing.
I'm not listening.
Live streams it went dark, like always.
I'm not going to that concert whether they're standing on their own or they're in walkers. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
not my style. Mike Wheeler said he marched in the Sugar Bowl. That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So
who's your favorite and who would you like to see?
Band is AC/DC.
Oh,
so it's my favorite concert I've been to. Well, it wasn't a concert. It was a music video shoot because I got chosen as one of the biggest AC/DC fans in the world, and they picked 100 people throughout the world. And so I was one of them, one of 100.
Yeah,
and
I remember
they actually we got transported to their video shoot. They fed us. They like hung out with us. It was this whole thing. It was like the most surreal experience ever. And in the end, I ended up in a AC/DC music video out of it. So it was the best thing in the world.
So you know what I don't understand about AC/DC? They have an iconic lead singer, crazy voice, right? And then they move him, and they find another guy who sounds exactly like him. How the heck did they do that?
I know, right?
I can't even tell who's who on many of their songs.
Yeah, they had Bon Scott, which was the original, and then after he passed,
and then they found his voice. It's like
Brian Johnson. Yeah.
Have you seen the Journey guy?
Oh yeah.
What the heck? You hear him and you're like, that's not him.
Too.
What the heck? I remember watching. This is years ago, but it was like 3 a.m. and I needed to go to bed, and all of a sudden, it's Journey. I'm like, it's in the background, and it's Steve Perry singing, right?
Yeah.
And I look, and I'm like, hey, Steve Perry.
I know,
holy
right?
cow, that guy can crank it.
Oh
out.
yeah, he's good. But I'm glad like Steve Perry's actually making a comeback. So
is he?
Yeah, he's going to be releasing a new album.
I don't know. I heard he couldn't hit well. I mean, who couldn't?
Because of his vocal cords and everything. So he ended up having surgery on his vocal cords, and they gave him like the okay to like start performing his stuff again. So he's coming out with a new album.
Yeah, he has a new single out. I'll have to try.
No way.
Yeah.
He has
How do I not know this?
I know. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh, I love Steve Perry. So
back to my hate for your San Francisco Giants. I like every song by them and him, except for When the Lights Go Down in the City. That one.
Oh yeah, that's such a good song.
I've been at a Giants game, and the whole stadium is singing that song, and I'm like, I used to like this song, but y'all need to shut up because I don't. But anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. What about you, Scotty? Who's your favorite that you've seen? Who's a favorite you'd like to see?
My favorite I have seen. Oh my god, 9 Inch Nails. Actually,
Nice.
Nice.
And, I went to the very, very first Lollapalooza.
Really? It's not the time you
No, you did not.
Yeah, I've been to 2 Lollapaloozas. I went to the very first one with Susie and the Banshees.
I love Susie the Banshee. Terry Farrell did good then, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jane's Addiction was there. 9 Inch Nails, they were nobodies. And
What'd you say when Gonzo was giving away a prize?
and that one was actually a fun concert. And then the other one I went to was when it was Tool, Primus, Arrested Development. Like I love Tool, like they're awesome. But the funny part was the old guy from Arrested Development. We smoked out that day. It was pretty hilarious.
Wow.
And after that, I didn't remember the rest of the day.
That's funny.
Like, yeah, other than that, like 9 Inch Nails is like one of my favorite.
Trent Reznor, brilliant dude is brilliant.
Trent Reznor is an iconic genius. Like
He is. I love him.
Before his time, definitely before his time.
Yeah, well, he's one of those people that could have been. I love him. That's cool stuff. Talking about smoking out. This is not a me story. This is a good buddy of mine. Like my best friend in the world. He's not a YouTube guy, but he's really into like hard rock. He loves Marilyn Manson, and I don't know what it was. Some festival. He's seen them a million times. I'm gonna script the story. It'd be better if he was telling the story. But he got at one of these big festivals. He got like heat exhaustion, and so he's back in the tent and he's resting, and he was a mess, right? And this old guy is kind of talking to him and helping him out, and like, you okay? Here's your water. And they're hanging for like a good hour, 2 hours, because he was having a bad day. And he says, "So who are you here to see?" And he's, "Well, I'm a big Marilyn fan." It was Marilyn Manson's dad.
Oh,
Wow.
When Andy felt better, he took him. Andy was in a bad way.
Yeah.
And they put him like on the side. He was like basically on the stage. Like you couldn't see the crowd. He was on the side.
Yeah.
With Daddy.
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
I wasn't there, but that is cool.
That's cool.
And for him, it's really huge because he loves, man. If it's a hard rock crazy, you don't want to take your kids to the band.
Yeah.
Andy's in there. He loves it. But anyway, that's not my story, but it's still pretty cool to share.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
The only time something like that ever happened to me was when it was my very first concert I had ever been to in my life. I think I was 11 years old. My mom took me to see Tiffany in concert, and I was sitting, we got like kind of semi-good seats. It was like the second, like not second row, but like second group of seats.
She was just sitting to the beat, like
right in the front. Yeah.
Wait.
So we were sitting there, and it was me and my mom, and then there was some older lady that was like my mom's age, and she was sitting right there. And we got to talking. I was like so excited, and she was like, "Are you excited? It's your very first concert." I was like, "Yes, I'm so excited, and she's my favorite," and all this and this stuff. And this lady was just sitting there listening to us. And then she's like, "Tiffany's your favorite artist?" I was like, "Yes, she's my favorite." And she's like, "She's my daughter." And I was like, "What?"
wow.
I was like, "Excuse me?"
I think I can go now. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I know, right?
Wait, no. See, to tell you the
That's
funny
fun.
thing, we went to this bar. She met Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like took pictures together, hugged her,
Yeah.
everything.
Wow.
Nice.
So like that was what 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, because it was funny because after, she had told me that, she's my daughter and everything else, like after the concert was over, we got to meet, and she let me meet Tiffany, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan." And I gave her a hug and everything. And then fast forward like 25 something years later, whatever.
5 years later.
That's fun.
I meet her again, and I was the one that was like at Knott's Berry Farm. I was like, "I don't know if you remember." I was like, "But Knott's Berry Farm, like back in the 80s, like I sat next to your mom, and I was like a huge fan." And she's like, "Oh my God, I remember."
Oh, that's cool.
I was
When
like,
I think
"Oh,
of Tiffany,
so cool."
I think of Debbie Gibson, who I loved.
Oh yeah.
And that whole genre was underrated. Like I really liked some of those.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of poppy. I'm not overly poppy, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and just that. I don't know. I can't think of any of the names, but I'm sure we all knew them. Debbie Gibson was awesome. I probably still have a crush on Debbie
What
Gibson.
concert did you enjoy?
Yeah. What was your favorite?
What was your favorite?
The same question. I like live music a lot. Recent, about a year and a half ago, we saw Muse. They were great. I love Muse. My favorite all-time Depeche Mode. I've seen them a couple times. They were amazing.
Nice.
I saw the Chili Peppers open for the B-52s. They'd only had like one single out at the time. I think it was like 88, 89. They were less clean than they are now. But They rock.
Oh wait, you met them in 80. When was it?
It was New Year's Eve, I think, 88 or 89. It was at the San Diego Sports Arena. They opened for the B-52s.
Oh, okay.
One of those years. I was just out of high school.
Before that.
Actually, one of the things, the one I wish I saw, I love Oingo. They played live right near where I live all the time. And so I went to high school in Southern California. I graduated high school in 88. 87 football season, 88 graduation year. Yeah. I went to San Marcos High School. One of the teams that we played and we were rivals with, and I had friends on the team, were Torrey Pines. Torrey Pines senior prom had Oingo Boingo play live because John Lynch, who ended up being on the Bears, he was a safety, he's the GM at up at
John Lynch,
his daddy owned a few radio stations, I think, but certainly he owned 91X in San Diego, and he got Oingo Boingo. And I had so many opportunities to go see them. They played Tijuana all the time. They played your guys' area all the time, but I never, ever saw them live. So that's the one that I wish I could have seen.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite concert probably changes depending on my day, but I love Depeche Mode, so probably that one, to be honest. If I'm listening to a live album and I'm in my happy place, it's 101. It's a 2-album live set of Depeche Mode.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was at the Rose Bowl. I wasn't at that one. I sure wish I was. That was a great one. Anyway. And then stuff for now, I don't know. I got teenage daughters, so they take me to stuff like whatever. It is what it is. I go to what I can go to now, but I certainly
my favorite live album of all time is Secret World by Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel's greatness.
Yeah, he's like my all-time favorite artist. Like he's my bucket list person that I want to see. Like
that's a good one. So you know how so he was Phil Collins band. Oh my gosh, he was
Genesis.
Thank you. Do you know how Phil Collins got the job? The lead singer?
Nah.
So he's their drummer. Gabriel quits to go do his thing. He's a drummer. They bring on a guy to audition, and the dude doesn't know the words. And so Phil Collins goes up there and sings the words so the guy can sing them. Then they kick the guy out of the audition, and the guys in the band are like, dude, it's you. You just rocked it. And kind of a weird story. And then you guys mentioned Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah.
You also mentioned another band. The lead singer of Cure, Robert Smith, was the guitarist for Susie and the Banshees way back.
Yes. There was a stint.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Robert Smith. Oh, awesome.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
You ever see any of his interviews?
Huh?
You ever see any of his interviews?
Oh, yeah. Did you see the one for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes, that's where I was going with that. It's so funny.
Classic.
I love the Cure.
Are you excited?
Which is totally right. Like, it's totally how I picture him. Like, he's totally in character for what I believe he would be.
Whatever.
Yeah, I love him. The CD Mixed Up was just a bunch of their big hits remixed. Oh, man, I played the heck out of that CD. I probably listened to hundreds of hours of that thing. Oh, fun. Good stuff. Gonzo, I asked you this before. You want to share? I know you've got a different style in music. Do you want to share, or you want us to move on?
Yeah, no. Went once to Sting from the Police.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty cool.
I love the Police. I like Sting too, but I loved the Police.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
The drummer, the lead guy for the Police. What the heck's his name? He was in San Diego. I never saw them live either, but they played all the time where I grew up. I never saw them though. But
yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Atwood says, I'm going to date myself. My first concert was Donny Osmond. I saw the Village People and Gloria Gaynor. Gloria Gaynor got one of the great songs ever.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Donny Osmond fan. Sorry.
I mostly watch TV just for Weight Watchers commercials because I love me some Maria Osmond. So when the Maria Osmond comes on TV, my wife knows I am not listening to anything she says. I love her.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Have you seen it? You should come and see them they're playing their final shows in Vegas. Yeah.
I would like to take a picture. I don't even care if she's
they do Donnie and Marie shows all the time out here, and it's like crazy because they'll meet their fans. Like
I hear they're great. I don't.
God, they're so.
I have way too big of a crush on her. I don't care if that makes me.
I'm honestly the same. I'm like, I told a couple of people in our live stream once. I was like, for my birthday, I want Donny Osmond.
Yeah, well, and
kidnap him.
right? It out in Mulan for us.
Yes, I want to hear you sing. I'll make a man out of you.
Yeah.
He needs to be in the movie.
Yeah, I know,
In
right?
the live action movie that's coming up.
How do I get Marie to sing that song to me? Cam says my first
I
concert.
did there.
I know, having Marie sing that song. Someday I'll make a man out of you.
I don't know if my wife would like that. Cam says his first concert was Coldplay. I actually like Coldplay. They're a good band. Good stuff. At the Rose Bowl, very cool. Rod Stewart, I've never seen Rod Stewart, Christy. My wife has seen Rod Stewart without me. Rude, right? But that's a good one. Actually, yeah, RV into Disney. Jackie just saw him in Vegas not too long ago. I saw that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Mike Wheeler says first concert was Janet Jackson. Nice.
Wow, nice.
I liked her 80s stuff. She kind of left my kind of music for a while there, but her 80s stuff.
Oh, I like Tina's comment. First concert was the Carpenters.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Karen Carpenter. Oh,
Is
I
that
love Karen Carpenter.
that's the Vain song? You're So Vain. You probably think the song's about. Is that her?
Yes.
So that song drives me crazy.
You know what? One of my all-time favorite every single year for Christmas, I have to hear her song Merry Christmas, Darling.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
She does crank down. But that line where she says, "You're so vain, you probably think the song is about me." I can't get over it. It's clearly about whoever you're talking about.
right?
Drives me crazy. Usher, he's from Chattanooga. Not my style, but he's greatness. That's cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Matchbox 20. I love Rob Thomas.
I think Chris Brown in concert before, it was actually not a concert, it was at the House of Blues. He was performing to release his CD because this was when he first came out. So it was a promo kind of thing to release his new CD. And so they only invited 50 or 60 people to the concert.
Oh yeah.
And it was a meet and greet with them beforehand, and then he would perform. So he met with all the people as they were coming in through the door. So it was literally
that's cool.
Standing at the front door, welcoming people as they were coming in, because he wasn't big yet or anything.
Yeah.
So we were next in line, and we came up, and I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you," this and that. And the whole time he was looking at my chest the entire time.
What?
He never looked in my eyes. He was like, "Hi, how are you?"
Look at Scotty's face.
The whole time I was like, "You're a creep. You're not gonna make it."
I have no comment at all. None.
I was like, "You're not gonna make it." And, little did
There's
I
probably
know.
a Me Too joke in there somewhere, but I ain't telling it. Tina,
It is all the time.
Carly Simon. That you're so vain. I had the wrong person.
Sing that song.
Oh, which
You're
one?
so vain.
Oh yeah, Carly Simon. Yeah, that's
Talking
right.
about big stars and small venues, you guys are in the home base of that. So the Hard Rock and some other places near there in the Anaheim area, they've had lots of people with big names. I remember when not my style of music either, but Miley Cyrus, when she was having her comeback, she did 2 sets 2 nights in a row right there by Disney in an assumed name. Under assumed name?
Yeah, under an assumed name.
Yeah, so you don't know who you're going to see, and that's not uncommon. Well, right there, the Hard Rock does that.
No, actually, even the Foo Fighters have done it a couple of times.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Under an assumed name, and then when you show up there, it's the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, well, even comedians will do that. They're working on their material, so you might get Chris Rock working on his new stuff before, but he's going by.
Yeah, a lot of times they do it out here, and the reason why is because they want an honest crowd that is there just to listen to
and to make some mistakes. And I mean, they're working out their stuff. I mean, I listen to Joe Rogan podcast. He talks about that kind of stuff all the time, but Chris Rock specifically mentioned that, and it made me think of the Miley Cyruses and all of them. Because when we lived there, we'd hear about it. So I had friends who worked down at Disney, and they would tell us about it the day after and stuff like that.
There's a place out here that Scotty loves, and one of these days we'll make a vlog about it, but it's called Pappy and Harriet's. It's in Pioneer Town, and it's out in 29 Palms, so it's literally out in the middle of the desert. And every once in a while it's kind of a biker bar, and they have different bands that'll come and play there, but most of them are small bands.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, Foo Fighters and Queens of the Stone Age will perform. Yeah.
Wow. Because their studio is actually in that same area.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and if the owner has contacts, I mean, that's how that works, or the manager.
But they love, well, actually, the food is really good out there. They go for the food. Honestly, they have the best steak I've ever had in my life. It like melts in butter.
Yeah, like I'm gonna
So
have
good.
The video itself that when we ever do it, it's gonna take like a full day because just driving there, being there, just absorbing everything. Because it's very where the restaurant is. There's literally nothing around it except for a western town behind it where they used to film the Roy Rogers show.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Where is this?
It's in
29 Palms.
It's called Pioneer Town.
Yeah.
Okay. My parents before me, I wasn't a person yet, but he was stationed out there.
Oh wow.
So I know the place you're talking about. I've never been.
Yeah, but it's literally like in the middle of the desert.
Dirty dirt. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I've never been. But yeah.
Yeah, but
not to get to this biker bar, you have to go up a dirt road.
Well, and so I lived in Banning, California for a while.
Oh wow.
And that you guys probably know where it is, but nobody.
Yeah, that's desert town.
Yeah, but if you are right before the desert, it's the hills. But anyway, if you go out to Joshua Tree, where frankly, where you two did that well, it was a photo shoot, but whatever. But all that they do lots of filming there. There's a biker bar out there that they get.
Oh yeah,
ones have been there. It's great backdrops, good stuff. That bringing back memories of my old days. Kay says a lot of bands do that. The Orange Blossom. I've heard of that. What's the Orange Blossom? I recognize that, but I don't know why I do.
Oh yeah,
the Orange Blossom.
That's something that rings a bell. But guys, we've been going 2 hours. I feel bad. I feel like somebody goes live after us that I usually send people to. Gonzo, who's usually after us on this? Is it Shep? Is he live? Do you know? Does anybody know?
I haven't seen him.
I know he was on here earlier.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
I usually make sure somebody's going so I can send people there, but I neglected to do that today.
I was looking because I could have swore I seen him on here earlier. I
No,
know he popped in to say hi.
They were announcing that the Shep family just hit 1,000.
Oh,
I got there last night.
Nice.
Yeah, I love Shep. Shep's one. Stacy Rogers in the house. How are you, Stacy?
Scotty, Kill Guy just hit 2,400 yesterday. So
nice, congrats. It's so cool. Watching us all grow together. I love it. I love it.
It's amazing, like seeing all of us, like where we were before and where we're at now. It's so much of a change, but the good thing is that we're all still great friends, and that's like
my favorite part.
Important thing, like for me.
Gonzo and I, that trip we got to do with so many YouTubers out in Orlando about a month and a half ago now. It's like my favorite thing we've ever done. Like I
was loving like seeing your Instagram posts and like what you were posting, like when you're out there with everybody. I was just like, oh my gosh.
And we almost didn't, like we were there, but we almost didn't get to do that part. We kind of, I was blessed. I loved it. I loved so much about everything about that. Oh, orange peel. Okay. Orange blossom something though. What the heck is? I might have to look that up. But I was talking to somebody. I think it was on Spilling the Tea last week, maybe with Allie and Christy and all them, and Kelly. I think it was there. Anyway, I really believe that some of us will go away, some of us will quit, whatever. But those of us who stay with it in 5 years, we're all going to be pleased because this growth ain't going to stop. It's we're putting out good content. You guys put out good content. Everybody here's the people in chat. There's some good content. Yeah. And people are leaving TV because it sucks.
Oh yeah.
This is fun. And
I don't even have regular TV anymore. We got rid of our cable a long time ago. And like we literally are just on YouTube, and we have like a stream box for some movies and stuff like that.
I do YouTube TV. $50 is every channel I could ever want.
Yeah.
More channels than I could want. And I could probably dump that. I like sports. I watch news usually in the morning, but I don't watch any cable stuff. I watch the local news in the morning.
Yeah.
I could probably dump YouTube TV and not even care, but
yeah, because honestly, like I found out like about the wildfires that are going on here in California. I just look it up on Google and stuff, and then sometimes if you go to YouTube, you can put in like California wildfires, you can find out what's going on. Because other than that, I don't like watch news or anything because it's just too much violence and too much stuff going on.
And people are so mad if you didn't vote the way they voted. I just drives me crazy. Yeah. Like this next year coming up, I might have to just ignore TV because I have an opinion. I vote. I don't have a political channel. Nobody's asking me. Who my least favorite human is? The person who talks politics without being asked. Like,
oh my God.
Opinion.
Yes.
People want to know. What are you doing? Like, I have to be mad at you because I think you vote wrong. I don't understand that at all.
Oh, and the thing about like people unfriending other people because of their political opinions and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know, I don't get it, but it's like, I just stay out of it.
we're so used to being. They want to be mad anyway.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But I like this community. But my point is, I think we're all going to keep growing. Like you ever go on Social Blade and you look at how your channel's doing and what they think they're going to be doing in 5 years. That is a nice thing to do. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're building a channel, go on Social Blade and it'll tell you all kinds of cool stuff, including where they project you'll be in 5 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been. I don't go.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I have goals. I hope to be to 3,000 subs by my birthday, which is Christmas Day. I hope to be at 10,000 subs in 5 years. I hope to be at 100,000 subs in 10 years. People might say, "Oh, numbers." Yeah, I like goals. I'm a goals guy, and the math is the math is the math. If we're having fun, if we're doing what we have a good time with, if we're making friends. I mean, I didn't even know you guys 3 years ago. Nobody in chat, nobody on the screen. I didn't know any of you guys 3 years ago, and now you guys are like my favorite people. And I'm not just saying that because I'm doing this. Guys, sorry, friends who aren't on YouTube. This is where I want to be. So I love it, and I love doing this with you guys. And Gonzo, I love our shows.
Yes, and we definitely have to do like a Disney meetup or something. We got to plan like a Disney YouTuber cruise or something. Get like all the Disney YouTubers together and all the followers and everybody, and just like do like.
So Alana Zingano's doing that.
Who is?
Alana Zingano. She's a friend of mine. She's local. She's mostly a cruise vlogger now, but she was a Disney vlogger in the beginning.
Oh wow.
And it's not a Disney cruise because Disney cruises are crazy expensive.
Oh yeah,
some pretty good deals. Sherry's Sunset Travel. She's a good friend. She pops in my chat now and then. If you're interested, I'll get you the info. Wifey and I may go, mostly to support Alana because we're friends. But I've never done a cruise, but I love that idea. But we've played around with the idea of doing something out in Disneyland, Disney World. I'd love to do the Vid Summit thing someday. Yeah. VidCon and Vid Summit are right across from Disneyland.
Yeah.
We need to do something that's Disney YouTuber meetup based.
Yeah.
Because
everybody does.
Everybody loves it.
Disney YouTube's like, hey, this fry, hey, these decorations. I'll be doing all the food.
Yeah.
Menu stuff.
Yeah. We should talk offline and set that up because, I mean, what I do in my real life, it's nonprofit and it's working with kids and after school programs. But I've done some mini conference stuff like that, and I would love to do that. I would love to. I mean, the guy who does Vid Summit, he just decided he wanted to have a bunch of YouTubers come together and talk analytics, and look at he's crushing, so anyway.
And that's one of the things that I wanted to do. Like, I want to do something to where, and I'm an event planner, so I could probably put it together. But like, I wanted to do something to where it was like, Disney YouTubers that get together, and not only do we get to meet like, our fans, our followers and stuff like that, but we also get to have some type of a learning experience too. So I wanted to kind of have some kind of, speaker or something that talks about like how we can improve our channels, things, that kind of stuff too, as well. So
we should talk offline because I've had some fantasy ideas along those lines also. So
yeah, for sure.
I think the meetup locations are called bars. Go there.
We'll go meet up at the Cantina in Batu.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
I like that one. I like that one.
Does anybody know if Chef is live?
I check and I didn't see it, but somebody else can check because I didn't see him going
here.
live.
Let me dive in and just see who pops up live. So because I got to get going here shortly. Let me see.
Yeah, Stacey Royer says yes. Okay, all right.
So. Is he live now, Stacey?
Did you guys see my newest Walt Disney World ears?
The ones you're wearing, I love them. Here it is.
Yeah.
30.
They're Casey Corner's ears.
Hold on, let me pull it. I'm looking at another screen right now.
Oh, he's at 10:30. At 10:30.
There it is. That's why. I love those. So they come with a hot dog and a
I know, right? A hot dog and a drink.
I love that. That's cool. I'm a baseball nut. I did you buy those? Did you make those?
I made them.
Do you have Jeff Bates size head? That might be.
Like a Mickey one without the bow.
I don't wear them that often, but I like to display them. But that would be one that would go on my wall. Okay, there we go. Everybody's helping me out. Shep is going live in 20 minutes. Okay, can you guys hang for maybe 15 more minutes then?
Yeah.
We'll send people over there.
Yeah.
I want to keep everybody. I mean, it'd be a long stream. I didn't talk to you about how long, but I love to send people over to him. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. So Shep's my friend. Everybody loves Shep. If you don't know Shep, fix your life. Go know Shep. He'll be live.
Me, if has anyone ever recognized you as a YouTuber when you weren't blogging? Yeah, I've had it happen once, but it was because we were in Disneyland and we were walking around, and one of our followers seen us walking by, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're from the Kilt Guy!" And it was funny because they completely passed him up.
You're from the Kilt Guy. Yeah, he just walked right by.
It was like she was like, "I'm your biggest fan." It was so cute though, because like, well, her mom came up to me and said that she was my biggest fan, but she's literally like, what was she, 4 or 5 years old?
Yeah.
and she like gave me this huge hug, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I took a picture with her. I was like, "I'm here with my
awesome
#1 fan."
Yeah, I think
she's our dream in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Like, yeah. That was. But the funny thing is, like, when people see us vlogging, and then they ask, what channel do you guys have? When I mention the name, it's weird because there's people that have said, "I've heard of you before."
Yeah.
But you kind of get like the 2 and 2 together, that's the weird part. Like, people have heard of me, but that's as far as they've gotten with me.
Well, I mean, it's different people, different phases of knowing you.
It's a good thing. Like, I don't complain.
So my favorite thing, Gonzo, will you say hi to Mike Wheeler, please? Say hi to Mike Wheeler.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Gonzo is more of a listener than a talker on some days, and Mike didn't believe you were there, so we had to prove it.
I saw your comment earlier, Mike, about the choo-choo. Don't think I didn't see that. I saw it.
He sees everything.
I saw that.
Christy says, "What about you, Dole Whip Dad, Mr. Gonzo? About what? What do you want to know, Christy?
About what?
Oh, about people meeting us, maybe? Is that what she's asking about?
Yeah.
So if that's what, Christy, if that's not what you're asking, put it back in chat and we'll answer that. But that might be it. So I love it when it happens if my daughter's there. If my daughter's not there, I mean, it's still fun, whatever. But my Peyton, who's probably 2 rooms down the hall here. So the first time I ever got recognized, she was not having it. She was right behind me and she didn't like it and she thought the world was ending. Oh my gosh. So then this is a couple of years ago. So this year, just last week or whatever, we're in there, Polly. We're in Captain Cook's. We're about to get food. Mm-hmm. And you know Sean from Negro Lando?
Yes.
So I didn't notice it was him. I gotta be honest. He's wearing a shirt, "Stay calm and drink Beverly." And I'm like, dude, Beverly's horrible. Like, what are you doing? So, no, it's good. Have you tried it? I'm like, yeah. And we had this nice conversation. He's with this young lady. And we're just having a good conversation. I'm me. I yak to people in line. He had a cool shirt. And I'm saying, well, yeah, me and some buddies were just at an event. I have a YouTube channel and there's a bunch of YouTubers. And it was about Beverly. And I don't care what anybody says, Beverly's horrible. And he says, "You don't know who I am, do you?" I'm like, "No, I think maybe I do." Because I mean, what do you say, right? And it's one of those where maybe I do. He's all, "You're Dole Whip Dad." I'm like, "I am. That you just made my day. Hi, my name's Jeff." He's all, "How do you not know me?" I'm like, "Tell me who you are." I'm Sean, and it hit me before he said Negro Lando. It did hit me, and I did figure out who he was because I was doing the vacation thing and whatever, and I know his channel. I don't watch his channel all the time. Super nice guy. We talked for a good time, him and his friend, and we just had a great night. Invite him on the show. He hasn't said yes yet. He wanted to come on this Sunday, and I said no, like February or March, but whatever. But anyway, it is what it is. And obviously that weekend at the Beverly and the Star Wars opening, there was a lot of that. We had a lot of that. I got to meet Gonzo is tall. You want to hang with Gonzo if you want to see Disney YouTubers because he sees them before I do. He saw Tim Tracker So I walked over there and got a photo. You saw, Michael and David K.
Yeah.
They were in line with us, but I didn't know it. What a nice guy, by the way. Gonzo, I don't know what you yelled at him or something. He walked over. He was very friendly to us.
We talked to us for a couple of minutes. It was good.
What about you, Gonzo? You got met like a million times when I was there at the
Yeah, I mean, it's fun when you get recognized. You know, it pays up. I think that's the way that it pays up for me. You know, people recognize you and they like what you do and stuff. Yeah, you feel good. You know, and it's like a family thing. It's not like it's just talking to a friend. It's awesome. I like it.
I think it's fun. It's weird.
That's so funny. He's like, I would recognize Nikki's laugh from a mile away.
He said that. He popped in and he said,
it's true.
He said who he had on his guest, you guys, before.
There's been people that they're like, I know you from somewhere, but like I'll be out and I'll start to laugh and they'll turn around and look at me and they're like, I know you from somewhere. I don't know where. Like they can't put their finger on it. But like, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, okay.
That's cool.
Well, that's kind of what Sean was doing. Like when he said, how come you don't know me or whatever he said, I'm like, well, I kind of think I do, but do I think that because you said that? Like, what do you do in that moment? But
I ran into Sean. I know whenever we went for our honeymoon, we met up with him. But then whenever I went by myself to meet up with Kelly from the Mickey Bunch, we were out there and we were leaving Epcot. And Sean was like going into Epcot. So like we ran into each other like as we were passing by. I'm like, hey, Sean. Like he came over and gave me a big hug and everything. But it was funny because me and Kelly, I had actually brought something from my visit because this was before Michael K had moved to Florida. He was going down there for a visit. And just so happened the exact same days that I was going to be in Walt Disney World was the exact same days he was going to be there. So I was like, I made him something. I was going to bring it for him. And it was so crazy because I was literally messaging him and was like, where are you at so I can meet up with you? And he would not respond.
Oh, wow.
Like, and then every once in a while, like he would respond, but he's like, I'm all over the place. He's like, I'm here now. And then I head over there and he's gone by that time. And then I'm like, okay, where are you at now? Cause I missed you. And then he's like, going here now. And it was so weird because we finally seen him in Epcot and he was taking a picture with his dad. And I was like, I'll just wait for him to finish the picture. And Kelly wanted to get a picture in front of like, there's like the 3 ducks, like topiaries of Louis, and she wanted to take a picture of her in front of the topiaries. So we stopped to take the picture, and because he was literally like right on the side taking a picture on something else, so I was like, okay, we'll snap your picture really quick. And as soon as we took the picture and we turned around, he was gone.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I still have yet to meet him. It's like this weird thing. And then we went to California for the Galaxy's Edge. When Galaxy's Edge opened, he came here. And I was like, I know he's here. I know he's staying somewhere. And we just happened to be at the Disneyland Hotel. We were waiting with a couple of our other Disney vlogger friends to show up. And Diz Life of Ours was there. And we were going to meet them at the hotel. And as soon as we start turning around the corner, I see Michael K walking past and I'm like, there he is.
He's like my favorite.
So then Scotty goes to look for him, right? And he like walks past and he's trying to walk past and find him. And he literally turns around the corner and he's gone. He just disappeared. Like, I'm like, both times he's turned around the corner and just disappeared.
He's really nice though. He's like my favorite. Like, I don't want to I like a lot of people, but he's my favorite. No.
He's a great person. Like he's one of the ones that I've definitely wanted to meet because I know like how nice and personable he is. Yeah. And he's very grateful. Like anytime you give him gifts or anything, he's like so grateful and appreciative. And I know whenever Star Wars, it was before Galaxy's Edge opened up, they had just did like the popcorn AT-AT buckets here in Disneyland, and they didn't have them in Walt Disney World at all. And I went to buy him one and I sent it to him and he was so appreciative of it.
Cool. Yeah, Mike's talking about Resort TV one. He said, when Donna surprised me at Epcot with Resort TV One and Nick and R. Johns and gave me a Resort TV One hat and a magnet $25 gift card. They have not do that. Yeah, I'm just putting in the chat. I love the Resort TV One crowd, and just like for me, will be on my show DizTube on January 26th. I'm trying to get Michael K. I've invited him a few times. I even invited Dave.
Nice.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I love looking at my schedule. I actually put somebody down for March today, and conversations are happening, and I'm actually kind of proud of it. Like, there's some really neat channels up there, and some people that I want to get to know better, and some people that I want to share, and some people that are so big that everyone's going to know them. I mean, I got Attractions Magazine. I think they got like 100,000 subscribers, and they're coming on.
Yeah. One of the thing that we were talking about, like our Disney community and stuff. One of the things that I was most blown away about and most surprised about is like whenever I did talk about my health scare and everything that happened. I had Disney YouTubers that I didn't even know followed us, like reach out and was like, "Are you okay? I hope everything's
Oh, that's nice.
I'm praying for you."
That's how I found out. Somebody in the YouTube community told me. So that's
I was super shocked.
cool, right?
Oh my gosh! Like I can't even believe like they reached out to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was so appreciative and grateful for that.
I was the one who told you.
I was gonna say I think it was Gonzo, but I started talking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rachel's coming to my state. Rachel, you going to Texas? Where you at? I'm in Fort Worth. Aren't you like in Idaho or somewhere? I remember you're somewhere cold, Rachel. Where are you at? Coming to Texas? Welcome to Texas. I love the state, and I'm glad it's not going to be 120 degrees for it. Yeah, I love our community. I mean, I feel like we say that a lot, but it's amazing. I mean, my DizTube show, I hoped that it would be something where I can meet more Disney YouTubers and I could share more Disney YouTubers with people.
Yeah.
And it's really turned into something that I'm really proud of. I mean, I'm looking at my schedule, and again, some of the people I know really well, some I don't know very well at all. I'm just fans of. I reached out to. I just like us. I like what we do. I like this community.
Yeah.
Scotty, you should get one of this, man.
Those are awesome.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
That's me.
Those are awesome.
Oh man, these things are good, man.
That's the
Well,
one.
I've never watched someone do it to themselves. That's a little weird.
Oh, it feels good too, bro.
I mean, I'm sure it does. I'm a little terrified.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if we own one. We had one of those, and oh man, I felt like like when you itch a dog's belly and their leg moves. That's how I went.
Oh,
Those
Rachel,
are
I'm sorry
weird.
to hear that.
What we miss?
Her grandmother passed away
Oh,
in
sorry.
Texas.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Oh, I see it now. Oh,
Sorry to
I'm
hear
sorry, Rachel. Corpus Christi, yeah, that's nowhere near me, but I apologize. I'm sorry. Dapper Tom in the house. Oh man, it's still there. It's just I got allergies and I never take my pill. Oh, whatever.
Hi, Princess Red. Hi.
Yeah, you saw that right when I did. Yeah, all the.
Oh my gosh, I miss you.
Take your pills, man. Take your
I
pills.
know, whatever. She said Vegas was like 50 degrees, which I don't believe a word of. I don't think that's possible.
Oh yeah, it's cold out there in the desert.
At night it is. So again, we got like 7 minutes before we're going to close this up. I'll probably close up maybe a minute before. Send everybody over to the Shep family, one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Great channel. Just hit 1,000. Frankly, I'll probably just pop in for 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go downstairs and eat. I feel like I say it at the end of every stream, but it's true. I appreciate your guys' time. Yeah, it's just an allergy pill, Dapper. I'm just stupid. Whatever. But anyway, what else is going on your channels? We got like 5 minutes. So what, Gonzo? I just watched your tower, big tall tower in Florida that I don't remember the name of. It was fun. It was really beautiful. Tell me about that.
Bug Tower. So I have that going, Bug Tower, and tomorrow I should have the Skyline video up already. And don't forget, tomorrow, 10 in the morning Eastern time, I will be with Mr. Florida Freaks, Al, and Breakfast with Pals, 10 a.m. My channel, MrGonzoPR. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you.
What do you guys got coming up? We got 2 channels to talk about down there. What do you guys got coming up on your channels?
I got
What you just post you want them to know about? Anything you want? What do you want from them?
I got food reviews that I'm going to be doing. That we need to finish up editing to post. Other than that, that's all I'm doing on mine. Just gaining weight.
His is doing food reviews.
Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Keep the dream alive.
We have we're doing the Cupcake Wars on my channel. So
Yes.
I'm gonna dive into that. Check that out. That sounds cool.
Yeah, so if you go to my channel, you can watch my video of the Cupcake Wars. Below in the description will show every single other person that's participating in the Cupcake Wars. So the way that you enter into the drawing is you'll go through each person's video, watch them, and decide which one you think should win the Cupcake Wars. Whichever video you think should win out of all the cupcakes, you just put 3 pumpkin emojis in the comment section. And then that enters you into the contest as well as voting for them. And then what happens is on October 31st, we're going to announce the winner of the Cupcake Wars.
Nice.
And then we're also going to announce one viewer that's also going to win a $25 Disney gift card. So
wow, nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep, that is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You did all that awesome stuff while Gonzo was terrifying everyone else. What
And
you
he
have?
has a thing like in his head. It looks like he got stabbed in the top of his head.
That is the worst Halloween costume ever. But my mods in chat, you guys are the best. I love what you're doing there. Yeah, get over to these channels. Give them some love. I promise I'll take my allergy pill tonight. Oh, the officials robbed Penn State. I haven't watched any football today. There's been so many good games, but I've not turned it on at all. I'll watch a review tonight of everything. Yeah, Christy's even. It's over, right? Christy, you got the winner for yours, right? I was going to promote your giveaway. Anybody else want to say anything in chat they've got going on? That'd be great. Get over to these people's channels. And again, in 3.5 minutes, I hope everyone else will get over to the Chef family. Tell them congrats on 1,000. If you want to say you came from the stream, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I don't really care about that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Christy's Corner is involved in the Cupcake Wars as well. So
Christy's Corner is the most involved YouTuber. Yeah. I love that about her. She's like, I love Christy. And every conversation is, do you want to be in this one? I'm like, I don't have any more dollars. But I love her, and she does a great job. And her channel's awesome. Get over to her channel. There she is right there. Yes, the next one starts when I hit 1,000. There you go. Perfect. So what she said is exactly what I wanted to say. When the stream is over, hop on over to the Chef family stream. Mike Wheeler, I love you, buddy. If you need a professional blind test tester, I'm your guy.
Yeah,
you are my favorite. There's no doubt.
I love that. Thanks.
Tina says she'll be sleeping, but she'll have the stream going. Guys, I had so much fun. This went way longer than I planned. Yeah. I'm not looking at you ever again, Gonzo. I am looking to the left of my screen, so I cannot see.
But we have people coming over any minute now for game night, because we do game night on Saturday night.
Oh, game night.
Fun. Christy says, Jeff, I need to get back on your channel. Yeah, anytime, Christy. You're always welcome.
The next time around here,
I feel like I missed the question. If somebody asked me a question, I missed it. I apologize.
Christy, I love you, Christy.
Miguel, you know what you could do? You could talk out loud so people could hear you. That would be okay. This is ASMR with MrGonzoPR. Oh, hey, that rhymes.
ASMR with MrGonzoPR. There you go.
That should be a thing, just for the name. I don't get ASMR.
It's just like you eating sandwiches and stuff.
No.
When people whisper, you know what I want to say? Shut up. I am not going to try that hard. That's what I want to say.
Oh, you heard it. Good.
See, Gonzo, put the microphone and that head thing and just go like this.
Oh no.
I don't know what you did, but I saw your arm up and you like
sorry.
I don't know what happened.
Don't go away.
I hope Gonzo's okay or didn't break something.
Oh my goodness.
What? No, it wasn't me. I swear to God, it
wasn't me.
It
was me.
Oh, damn.
You ever see that episode where
I think I don't want to finish. I promise.
Back to Gonzo whispering, I love you to Christy. Did you ever see that episode where the soft talker?
What?
Did you ever see the Seinfeld episode when his date was like a soft talker?
No.
Well,
yeah.
That's where I think of every time.
But you got the message. It's all that matters. and I broke half of the desk here.
What did you break?
Huh?
What did you break? Huh? What? What'd you break?
Forget.
I'll ask you after 3. All right, so we got less than a minute. So Death Star Diva, the Kilt guy, Mr. Gonzo,
thank you.
Over to their channels. Give them some love.
You.
Live stream tomorrow morning, Gonzo with Al. Ask him about his awesome time at the Poly, because I know he had one.
Yes.
Him being Al. I've got my DizTube tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I have 2 guests on DizTube. Yaya Chronicles.
Yay.
My boys. Well, my girl, my boy.
They're awesome. and practically perfect park hopping. Actually, only getting Josh. Britt is doing something awesome with her daughter, but it'll still be a great time, and I'll try to get her on another time too. But Yaya, PPP, Breakfast with Pals, all kinds of awesomeness with Death Star Diva and the Kilt Guy. We give you enough. There's enough coming up, right? There's so much. It's time. It's time to get over to the Shep family. So I'll say goodbye to every chat. We'll end the broadcast. Good night, everybody. Get over to Shep. Tell him whatever you want. Congrats on 1,000. Or what's wrong with your toes? Or ask him why he's a crab on the bottom of the ocean. I guarantee it'll make him laugh.
And why he's
all right.
so funny.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Go do something awesome for somebody.
Good night. Thank you for being here. Good night.
All right, we're leaving. See ya.
Adios. Adios. See ya.